Talk Radio.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I was talking. I do apologise. I've got a guest in the studio. I know. How rude of me. How rude of me. Have we all calmed down after yesterday's show, dear listener? I hope so. Wasn't it tense? I've got a bit of a headache brewing, but don't worry. I think we'll get through this. Lots to talk about tonight, including Anne Widdecombe and Sean Ryder, of all people. Call now. It's going to be a busy one. 0844 499 1000. Here's the news on Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, it's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold, a brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow, I'll find what I call home. Until tomorrow, you know I'm free to roll.
So, still no internet, and I've hastily... 0844 499 1000 if you want to give us a call. I suggest calling now, because it's either going to get very busy with calls, or the painkillers I have taken, combined with this potential... It's a potential migraine. It's a PM, a potential migraine, that is whirling around in my head. That combination of drugs and pain could just lead me on to a very, very long existential rant. So the piece of paper that I hastily scribble notes on, I've just seen what's written on the back of it. Let's see if we can guess, right, whose show this is a read from, okay? And that was my best bits of the week. Next week, I'm joined in the studio with Lembed Opik. Well, that could be literally any show on this station, as he seems to pop up on all shows. Here's a suggestion, guys. Don't book Lembed Opik. Nice fella, but used all the time. Don't book Lembed. Dr. Dawn Harper and the boys from the Cereal Cafe. Before you go, please don't forget to give a 5-star on the podcast and leave a nice comment below. That's actually written in the script. Right. Who is that? That's got to be Ross, Paul Ross, isn't it? It's got to be Paul Ross, hasn't it? Got to be. I can't believe that Julia Hartley Brewer would have the boys from the Cereal Cafe. They're the hipsters, aren't they? That have got the big beards, and they sell like hundreds of cereals and different milks as well. That's the other gimmick. Different milks for like £5 a pop, right? And when they first came out, I thought, I hated them. Now I'm thinking, yeah, They are actual geniuses, aren't they? They are actual geniuses to get away with that stuff. Then okay, so tonight's show, we're celebrating British geniuses, right? Let's start the list on the underneath Paul Ross's podcast script. When we do the podcasts, which you can get, we do it every day, although the internet here is knackered, so it may or may not be up from yesterday, I don't know. And we record extra bits. We record a bit of the top, the introduction, and we record a bit at the bottom, the outroduction. And there's no scripts involved. We just go in there and what is it we do? Oh yeah, we do our jobs. We talk. That's it. So, Great British. No, I'm tempted to go with Great British. What with it being the Queen's 90th. I hope, guys, you have all been celebrating the Queen's 90th in the only way possible.
Hip, hip, hip.
There we go. By getting hip, hip, hooray wrong.
Hip, hip, hip.
Thank you. Or maybe because of Prince dying, we do worldwide eccentrics. Because Prince was like a 0844 499 1000. Prince was your proper pop eccentric. I wasn't. Sky were doing a thing yesterday. Who was the bigger weirdo? Michael Jackson or Prince? Right. Well, here's the thing, Sky. Here's the thing, Murdoch. Here's the thing, the Face Man and Kay Burley. I want my pop stars to be weird. I want them to be weird. I want my pop stars to be fruitcakes, and I want to think, oh, they're weird. It's why Lady Gaga is brilliant. I've never heard a song of hers, but she rocks up at award ceremonies in a suit made of meat, and then she goes and does photo shoots with Kiss where she's wearing the makeup and her bra and knickers. Brilliant! That's what I want from my pop stars. Miley Cyrus, not weird. Not weird enough. She's just obviously damaged goods, as you would be if you were the daughter of Billy Ray Cyrus and Hannah Montana, which I think is how she was created. 0844 499 1000, by the way, if you want to give us a call. Are the phones working, Catherine, before? Because I know that we've had nothing but technical problems this evening. Can you, dear listener, just do me a favour, right? Can you call in just to see if the phones are working? Because the whole building has been plagued by an attack of the Cundies. And what that means is everything has fallen apart. Internet don't work. Came in earlier on, I got to see Id's bum crack because he was on the floor fixing a computer. That's a true story. That's actually a true story. And now it's looking that one of two things has happened tonight. Either the phones aren't working, or I've lost my appeal. I'm praying to God it is the former. I'm praying to God it is the former. Is it not? It's not working, is it? Jesus. Genuinely. Right, let me try phoning. Hang on a minute. I'll phone on here. Oh, hang on a minute. We got a phone call. Flippin' heck. Oh, hang on. Yes, line one. Oh no. Go on, hang on. Line one, yes. I'll take him.
Working.
Yes, hello?
You're working.
Okay, well that means the sheen has worn off of my my act then, Manny.
Well.
Hey Manny, Manny, can you do me a favour?
What's up, pal?
Can you say hello to Jake for me?
Hello, Jake.
Hi, Manny.
Yeah, get nice and close in there, that's it.
How you doing, Manny?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
That's good.
How's your day been?
Not bad. Just been
Very good.
preparing for this, really.
Good. Good
Yep.
show. He does a good job. And Kat, don't forget
Do you
Kat.
know who Jake is?
No, you haven't got to know anybody to talk to them on the phone, have you?
Sorry?
You haven't got to know them to talk to them on
That
the
is
phone.
true. Do you know what? Fair play, Manny. That is true. But my first question would have been, who are you? Who are you? Why am I talking to you?
It's a bit rude, isn't it?
Wow. Manny is totally destroying me today. He is poning me. Fair play, Manny. Fair play. You're right, actually. I back away from that then.
Okay.
Shall I cut you off?
It's up to you.
Okay. I think the phones are being weird, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If they don't work, it's fine. Do you know what I mean? Let's try this. Line 1. Paul.
Hello?
Turn your radio off.
It's off now.
Okay, lovely. Paul, it seems that the phones are now working.
Yes.
So
that's good, isn't it?
Well, is it good?
Well, for a talk show where you're asking people to phone in.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to.
I'm not asking people to phone in about anything yet. That'll start next week.
All right, I'll go then, will I?
Well, no, you can stay. Do you want to say hello to Jake for me?
Hi, Jake.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
What's happening? I'm very well, thanks.
That's great.
What's going on?
Not a lot really. Just sitting here talking to you, Paul.
Yeah. Well, I'm stood here talking to you.
Why is no one? Surely, this is not an insane concept. You're listening to a show presented by me. Been presented by me for the last 5 weeks. And suddenly, out of nowhere, I go, say hello to Jake, and everyone goes, all right, Jake, yeah, how you doing? Yeah? Nice. You had a good day? Yeah, all right. And no one has gone, who the bloody hell are you, man? Who are you?
Jake, who are you?
Jake is my co-host. Jake, I tell you what, we've had some changes here, right? And management have decided, Paul.
Oh.
Yeah. That the show is good, but it's not quite working.
Oh. I like it.
Well, you weren't in the meeting at the beginning of this week.
I wasn't invited.
No, but some people have phoned up and complained about the show, and they say that I allow my ego to drive the show a little bit too much. So management have decided I need a co-host.
Okay.
So say hello to Jake, your new co-host Monday to Fridays, 10 till 1. It's the Iain and Jake show.
Hi, Jake. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, jeez.
You're welcome.
Quick. Look at that. What's up?
What do you want to talk about, Paul?
Well, what's the subject for today? Friday night.
We can decide now if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. So, what's going on in the world that we can talk about?
About crazy pop stars?
Oh, for crying out loud.
They are crazy, those pop stars.
They certainly are.
Yeah. Does this work better, Ian? Do you think management would, prefer this, or...?
Jake has written a list of the top 3, this is clickbait, the top 3 crazy pop stars in reverse order.
So, at number 3, we've got Prince.
Oh, we're doing countdowns now.
Oh, but you can't say that. You can't call him crazy.
Number 2, we've got...
Not even cold.
Number 2, we've got Jacko.
Oh, jeez.
Again, are these crazy or just deceased?
And then at number 1, ladies and gentlemen, we have Madonna.
Madonna's not crazy. Why would you put her at number 1, Jake? What is that even about? Sorry.
Not even dead.
Sorry. That's a great list, Jake. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. Why didn't I think of doing top 3s in the last 15 years of broadcasting? Great idea. Great idea, Jake.
Nobody's done that. It's a new idea.
Jake, you need to throw to the adverts, mate. We're late. Do you want to tell them the adverts are coming up?
All right, the advert's about to come up, everyone.
Talk Radio.
You're listening to Iain and Jake on Talk Radio. Crazy pop stars is the topic tonight. So if you do have any, just call us on 08444 99 1000. Adam, what do you want to say?
Hello. First time caller, long time listener. Very nervous.
Aren't we all?
Well,
I'm not. I'm a professional. Turns out that's by the by.
What do you want to say, Adam?
Don't know, crazy pop stars. Devo. The guys with the flower pots on their heads.
Tell me whenever you want me to butt in, Adam, and save this phone call. Because I know who you're talking about. The boy, my co-presenter, and great buddy, who I just met about 2 hours ago before the show. You're too young to know who he's talking about, aren't you?
Yeah.
So would you like me to jump in and?
Yes, please.
No
Yeah,
problem, mate.
thanks.
Not a problem. Hope management are listening. Well, was that Devo you were talking about, Adam?
Yes.
Those guys were crazy. They had the flower pots on their head, didn't they?
Flower pots, yeah.
What was
yeah.
the song? And if I had the internet, I'd play it, but I haven't. What was the song they did?
It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember.
They made a film, directed by another crazy pop star, Neil Young.
Oh, right.
They made a film. Now, he was a crazy pop star. Neil Young, right? And if we ever get Graham Nash on this show, I'm going to get him to tell this story better than I ever could, right? Neil Young bought this massive mansion, this farm, right? And he had a lake, okay? And he rode out Graham Nash on his on a boat, right, into the middle of the lake, right?
Yeah.
Into the middle of the lake. And he said, what I'm going to do is Can I
interrupt?
Sorry?
Can I interrupt?
I'm doing it.
What?
Really?
Yes.
Yes, you can, Jake. Go on, sorry. Jake, you wanted to talk about... Okay, you want to talk about crazy pop stars, Jake. You just in the middle of a story about Graham Nash and Neil Young on a boat in a lake.
Got anything a bit more up to date, Adam? Something I might know.
Anything up to date?
Bearing in mind I'm the other half of 25.
Jeez.
My mind's gone blank. I don't know. Babylon Zoo. Spaceman.
Adam, I thought that was a cracking call, mate. And it was the first call. Can I just? I've got because I've got to do a survey. Did you call up to speak to me, or did you call up to speak to Jake?
A bit of both, to be honest. I've got to be honest. Jake is actually my younger brother. But
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Well, that doesn't count. That doesn't count, okay? That doesn't count. You're sitting there thinking, doesn't count, fella. That's not even going down on the survey. 0844 4991. Doesn't count. Does not even count. One jot. Nepotism in this business makes me want to puke. Olivia's on the line. Good evening, Olivia.
Hello. What's this co-host nonsense about?
Sorry?
What's all this co-host nonsense about?
Well, we got in the first set of figures for this show, and despite the 5 excellent reviews in the Indie, the Guardian, the Observer, the Lady, and something else. I can't remember what the 5th one was because I was just drowning in good reviews. Despite that, the listenership is actually it's pretty poor. So management have decided to bottle it and blink first, and they have conducted a survey, and they think having a younger co-host would make the show a little bit more, a little bit more with it. Isn't that right, Jake?
Mm-hmm. A little bit more edgy.
Edgy, he says. So it's Iain and Jake on Talk Radio.
You don't need a co-host.
Home of the lols.
If you ever needed a second person in the studio, Kath is there. Just like Eloisa was on the other radio station and Aidan Chris was.
Yep. They don't want...
That role is fitted nicely.
Can I... Alright, I'm going to quote them. I'm going to quote Denny, right, the boss from the meeting, and I'm going to use offensive language, Olivia. I hope you don't mind. The meeting went something like this. You're going to have a co-host, right? And I said, I don't need a co-host. I'm an award-winning presenter on my own, and if I do need a co-host, then Catherine can come in. My boss, Denny, quotes, "We don't want no skirt on the radio." At that point, I would like to say I jumped up and biffed him on the nose, but I didn't. I just doffed my cap and said, "I'm sorry, sir."
Well, I say bring back Kath.
Well, you would, everyone would, but everyone with a right-thinking mind, Olivia, would. While you're here, do you want to ask Olivia about crazy pop stars, Jake?
Yep.
With a bit of enthusiasm.
Anything to contribute, Olivia, to the crazy pop star list? We got 4 at the moment.
Define crazy.
Oh yeah, Olivia destroyed you. Destroyed you. I guess what our friend means is eccentric. Eccentric, like Michael Jackson was eccentric. Prince was eccentric. Madonna, I don't think she's eccentric. I think she's calculating. I think she's very clever, but I don't think she's eccentric.
I've always liked Conchita Wurst.
Who's Conchita West?
Because she won Eurovision a few years back. The lady with the beard.
The lady with the beard, yes, of course. And isn't it, I mean, is that necessarily the coolest thing to be remembered for, the lady with the beard? Because no one remembers the song. Yet, who were the Norwegians? The heavy rock group that looked like Gwar. They sang something like Hallelujah Rock and Roll or something. Lordy!
Yeah,
Lordy! See, everyone remembers Lordy and the song they sang. When is the Eurovision? It's soon, isn't it?
It's May, June, usually, isn't it?
Yeah, it is poor, isn't it?
Hmm.
Can I just...
I only watched it because Conchita.
Just for the survey, Olivia, did you call in to speak to me or to Jake?
To you, obviously.
Always a pleasure, Olivia. Please call again, won't you?
Will do.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed.
You're listening to Jake and Iain
Sorry?
on Talk. What?
Was... I know it was... 0844 499. It's funny, isn't it, Jake? It's funny, yeah. Just crushing a man's dreams, isn't it? It's funny that. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. Oh look, the phones have gone cold, Jake. That's not happened for me yet. So I'm guessing. I feel like when I pull that face, I feel like I look like Robert De Niro. Do I look like Robert De Niro?
A little bit.
Do you know who Robert De Niro is?
Yeah, you look like Robert De Niro in Pain.
Well, okay, that's a start. It's better than just looking like nothing. Robert De Niro, say hello to my little friends. That was Al Pacino, but that's by the by. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. So, Neil Young rows Graham Nash out to the middle of this lake, and he says, "Do you want to hear my new album?" And Graham goes, "Yeah, man, okay, but we're in the middle of a lake, you know." He goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. Start the album!" And he shouts, and he turns out he's got two massive speakers either side of the lake, and he's blasting the new album out through there. And he goes, "Right, it doesn't sound right. Turn the left down a little bit!" And they've got someone there doing the stereo effects. You kids, these days, with you got 10,000 songs on your phone and your iPods and all of that, downloading stuff, Pirate Bay. Pay for. I bet you were one of the people yesterday, Jake, who's going, "Oh, but I can't listen to Prince on Spotify. I can't listen to him on Napster. I can't listen to him on Apple Music." No, you can't. Because you got to pay for it. I can't watch his videos on YouTube. No, you can't. You got to pay for it. You got to put a few pennies in the man's purse for singing a song, and he did actually have a purse. So you guys who think you should get everything for free, you are wrong. You should pay for it. You should put money in his purse now, and you should do these things, and you should stop trying to get stuff for free.
Hello, Bo.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Hello.
Hello, Bo. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Who's this?
This is Jake, the new co-host on the Jake and Iain show.
Well, I rang in to say that I can't ring in tonight because I'm reading. But I want to know who you are and why you're on my radio.
Well, thanks for letting us know, firstly, that you can't ring in. That's really helpful. As I said, I'm Jake, part of the new team at Jake and Iain. And slowly I'll be taking the reins, and Iain will be taking a step back, and we'll take it from there.
And what are your qualifications?
Where do I start, really?
At the beginning, please.
Just generally fantastic.
You're generally fantastic.
Yeah, that's a GCSE.
Oh, that's pretty awesome, really.
Thanks.
Oh, excuse me, just having a slurp of my tea.
You say it was tea.
Do you have a PlayStation 4? Do you like Star Wars? Are you reading any books?
I've only got a PlayStation 3 at the moment, unfortunately.
You're a silly person. I don't think you should be on the radio.
I've got Xbox One.
Haven't got that either.
You haven't got what?
An Xbox One. It's a bit too pricey.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye. Hello, Luke.
Hello there.
Hi. Where are you calling from, Luke?
Sorry.
Sorry. Oh.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Did you call to speak to Ian or me?
Either, whoever's free.
Either.
I'm only calling up with my crazy pop star.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Who's your crazy pop star, Luke?
Well, I personally think it's a good one. It's Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
I would say she was like properly mentally ill though, as opposed to eccentric. I don't, because she had the terrible breakdown, where she shaved off her hair and all of that. And she may or may not have been indulging in drugs or all kinds of things. I mean, she was proper. When I'm saying crazy, I don't really want to. We're not pointing the finger at mentally ill people. I'm just celebrating the magic of the eccentric pop star. I want my pop stars to be eccentric. John Lennon became eccentric. Beautiful. And it scared all of the Beatles fans, from about 66 onwards, when he starts growing his hair and starts talking about peace, and then, spends the weekend in bed with Yoko in Amsterdam, the Amsterdam Hilton, and invites the press. Brilliant eccentricity. Paul's trying to do all the woo, and he's having a bed in, or they went on stage at the Royal Albert Hall and he was in a bag, and Yoko Ono cut him out of the bag. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, will.i.am?
No, he fakes it. That's fake eccentricity. Luke, can you take the survey here, please? Did you call in to speak to me or to Jake?
Jake.
Ooh. What was that, Luke? I couldn't hear you.
Jake.
Okay. We go to Twitter, which I've got on my phone. Lino, loving Jake's bants. A better name for the new show would be Jake and the Fat Man. Radio reviewer, writer, and until now good egg, Grace Dent is listening. Jake's got the crowd in the palm of his hands here.
Feel good.
What the hell? Thank you, Ray. What the hell is this Jake fellow doing on here? Please bring back Kath management. This is not good. Jake should not be on the radio, Ian. Now, yes, the one tweet in my favour contains no punctuation.
Okay.
But at least he knows which side his bread is buttered. Do you want to respond to these?
Does it trump Grace Dent? I'm not sure. It's time for a break. Welcome back to the Jake and Iain Talk radio show. Tom.
Hi.
Hello, Tom.
Hi, mate.
How are
It's
you?
easy to get put through to you, isn't it? I phoned up, I heard Kath's voice,
Yeah.
and I asked if it was Kath, and she just said, yeah, and she put me through. That's it.
No, well, that's one of the changes that I've brought to the show, Tom. I'm glad you got straight through.
It's absolutely incredible.
Brilliant.
You don't get this kind of track with LBC, I've got to say.
Yeah.
It's fast.
Oh, my sister's tweeted. I'm loving
Really?
Jake. Hashtag breath of fresh air.
Ian.
Yes.
Who is Jake?
Why don't you ask him? Why don't you ask him, and why don't you ask the Muppets at management that have cobbled this station together, and 5.5 weeks into it, when things aren't quite going according to the original plan, they decide to... Yes!
Ian.
This is not the reason I got the sack from the BBC for.
Ian, I work at the BBC.
You're going to get sacked.
Am I?
Or you're
For
a
what?
paedophile.
Oh, no. No, don't say that.
You're one of the two. What do you do at the BBC, Tom?
Oh, I'm a mixer. I mix shows for other people like you.
Can you get me back in there? I will apologise. I will be baptised and christened again. I will do whatever I need to do. Can you
really
get me
want
back
to get
in there?
back in there that much, though?
Oh, I don't want to work here. I thought I was going to be I was told I could do whatever I wanted to do.
Right. Have I missed... So, Ian, I listen to your show pretty regularly. I've been out at the pub tonight,
because it's Friday and I've got a night shift tomorrow. Are you desperate to get back in?
I'm desperate to work at a station where I'm allowed to do what I want to do, and then when
That's not the BBC.
All right, I'm
Come on.
desperate to work in a station where I'm not given a kid who's still wearing nappies, a work experience boy who's now suddenly co-hosting the show with me because they want someone younger for the youth market, or as they actually said in the meeting, the youth market. He said youth.
Ian.
We're not Network 7.
Ian.
Yes.
Can I come in?
What, to the building?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Why would you want to come into the building?
Because
that would only be to touch me.
No, it's not. I love my BBC job. I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Trying to listen to the Jake Show on Talk Radio, but Ian Lee keeps butting in. Show some respect, mate.
Is that what's going on? Jake?
Yeah.
Jake?
Yes.
Who are you?
Well, this has been brought up before, Tom, and it's a little bit of a sensitive subject.
When has it been brought up? It's not been when I'm listening.
A caller this evening asked me the same question, and
This evening. What about the people that have joined you late? It's only 10:30.
oh, I'm sorry. What can I say? If you were listening at 10 o'clock onwards.
I wasn't. I was in the pub, mate. I've joined this late. I've phoned in. It's the first time I phoned in. I've listened to Talk Radio from the start, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some things you could do differently. I think there's some things you do great. I think you could fix your phone box system. Yeah. Ian.
Yeah.
How do you feel about fixing the phone box system?
Sophia, did you call up to speak to me or Jake?
You, of course, Ian.
Thank you. Thank you, Sophia. It's so nice to have you on board. What would you like to say this evening on the Ian and Jake Show?
Well, first of all, Jake sounds far more nervous than any of your new callers.
Yeah. Well, because he's aware he's in he's dealing with a professional here.
Yeah. And my eccentric pop star.
Yes.
In my age group.
Oh, thank you. That's a phone-in topic. Yes.
Freddie Mercury.
Oh, beautiful. Now there's an eccentric pop star. What are you writing down? You're writing something down. What are you writing for?
Just writing Sophia's name so I don't forget it.
Do you want me to spell it for you? If you learn how to spell yet,
Yes,
Jake?
please. Yeah. If you could just slowly.
Okay, it's Sophia.
Got it. Thanks.
Awesome. So Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Well, hang on a second, Sophia. Jake, what are your memories of Freddie Mercury, the lead singer from Queen? Go on. It's a phone-in show, and it's a thing. Random things come up. So go on.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. And?
That's about it, really.
Really?
It's about it, Sophia. Bohemian Rhapsody. That was. In fact, now I think on it, yeah, that was the only thing he did, wasn't it?
Yeah, he didn't have at all, several number one hits and did Live Aid and all that.
Wasn't one of the first people to combine pop with opera, creating the word popera. Yeah, with Montserrat Caballé.
Yeah.
Wasn't the? I would like to have seen him in a film. I'd like to have seen. Queen never made a film, right? Like the Beatles did A Hard Day's Night, or Slade did Flame. I would love to see Queen in a film, right, where Freddie Mercury is like a spy. Do you know what I mean? With that moustache and that slick back hair and his vest.
It would have been awesome with that moustache.
Yeah. And that vest, he's wearing that vest and he's like yellow, he's wearing the It's a Kind of Magic sort of yellow sort of, jacket and the vest. And he's running around and he's got to carry his microphone stand, because he doesn't carry the whole microphone stand, does he? He just has the top bit with the microphone on it.
The top bit, yeah.
Yeah. Imagine him running around the streets of, Bruges with that, killing people and making sweet love to, anybody. And then at the end they get together and they do a concert.
I'm liking this.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that film.
I think you should propose that.
Well, it's going to be a bit tricky.
Well, you could do it as a cartoon.
Oh, that's true.
CGI nowadays.
All right, then here we go. And Sophia, please, let Jake answer this one first.
Okay.
Pop stars that have had their own cartoon series.
Can you come back to me?
You're going to Google it. You're going to ask Jeeves.
I would do, but there's no internet.
The Beatles. Sophia, can you name any?
Pop stars that have had
Cartoon shows,
series.
yeah.
Monkeys, didn't they?
No, they didn't. They were going to, but they didn't.
Oh.
Jackson 5?
Yeah.
I know that Fonz and the Happy Days gang had one where they went back in time, but they weren't pop stars.
But they were cool.
Yeah, they were cool. Do you remember the Fonz and the Happy Days gang cartoon? It was weird. So, Fonzie and the Happy Days gang, they found a time machine in the car park of Arnold's, and it was flown by a really hot girl called Cookie, and they had a talking dog. I remember this so well. And they would go back in time to, like, ancient Egypt and stuff and help them build the pyramids.
Wow.
It's the weirdest thing.
That sounds quite trippy.
Yeah, it was a little bit. Well, Sophia, thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome. It's great to speak to you, Ian.
And Sophia, it's great to speak to you. And fingers crossed I'll still be here next week. Ta-ta. Ta-ta.
All right. So thanks for those calls. We're going to go to a little break now. Talk Radio, Jake and Ian. Right. So, Bo, you're back.
Yeah, I'm still here. I still can't ring in.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Are you going to be there all night?
I may be, Bo. Just depends how...
How did you get the job?
Yeah, it's a good question, actually, Bo. I'd like to know that. So why don't we ask him, Bo, shall we?
Yeah.
How did you get the job?
Well, Ian...
How did you get the job?
How did you? And that's a good question, Bo. And I didn't want to ask that for fear of offending him. But you've asked it, and you're a punter. You probably buy that paint that they sing about, so you're paying for his wages. So go on and ask him, Bo.
Well, Bo,
he's not asked you.
Jake.
Yes, Bo.
How did you get the job?
Well, Bo, I was merrily just going about my day-to-day life, and I got a phone call. I was actually headhunted for the job.
Headhunted? What from the newspaper round? What from nursery school, was it? Where are you on that
From
kid?
the school notice board.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So, I mean, what can I say? A few days later, I'm here. It's being waited on by Ian.
That's very suspicious. You're a very suspicious character.
That's how I like to be.
Well, I don't think he's a criminal, Bo. And trust me, I've investigated it over since I found out. I've looked at his Facebook profile. You see, when I found out who it was going to be, first thing, when you got a young person who's going to try and usurp you, look at their Facebook, their Twitter, and their Bebo profiles. They haven't got LinkedIn. And you can really find a lot about that. And I've discovered that Jake has got 2 dogs. He still lives with his mum, and he's not married. So I think we can draw quite a few conclusions from that.
Is Bebo still around, mate? Thought that went years ago.
MySpace, isn't it?
MySpace.
Yeah.
Poor old Tom.
MySpace is brilliant.
All right. Thanks, Bo.
Well,
no, don't cut him off. I'm not finished talking to him. Don't cut him off.
That's how you got to be, Ian, this day and age.
0844 499 1000. You're listening to
Jake and
Ian on Talk Radio. Home. Have I really got to read this? Home of the lols. Kath, I'm seething. You know, you've worked with me for a long time. You know I am seething. I'm that close. That close. What's your next topic then? We've done eccentric pop stars, and that's really set the phones alight. We've got Prince, Jacko, Freddie Mercury. You've put Madonna down. I don't think she's eccentric. I think she's calculating. What's your next topic then? Or have you just come in with one? Did you just come in with one? Is that what you did? You just came in with one topic. You didn't think of any more?
Well, I did have a few, Ian, but
okay. Well, why don't you elucidate us? Tell us what other topics you've got. Go on.
Well, what about kids' TV shows from the olden days?
Flippin' heck.
And when I say olden days, I mean the 90s.
Like what? Go on
then. Ed, Edd and Eddy.
What was Ed, Edd and Eddy? He's doing kids shows from the 90s. I was in my 20s then. For crying out loud. You're talking about Ed, Edd and Eddy. What the hell is that?
Well, it was, Carl, can you fill us in?
Hello.
Yes, how you doing, Ian?
Have you heard of Ed, and Eddie from the 90s?
Yes, I have, actually.
Oh, fuck. What happened in it?
Well, I know the two of them, they got a bit of an argument about the split up.
Yeah, that did happen. Carl, did you phone to speak to me or Ian?
I'd best speak to Ian, please, mate.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Carl.
very much.
That's great, mate. Although I'm a little bit disappointed you started talking about his phony show of kids' TV shows from the 90s. But it's a little bit turncoat, little bit collaborator there. I'm not. Anyway, Carl, what would you like to say?
Yeah, well, first thing I'd like to say, Ian, I'm very pleased. Yeah, I'm starting to get a big fan of you, Ian.
Okay, well, I'm yay close, Carl, to telling Talk Radio to stick it right up there, Jaxie. Seriously, this is not how it was sold to me when I came here. They said, "Yo, come on, you do whatever you want, and we'll have faith in you," and all of that. 5.5 weeks later, we're not living up to expectations, so they bring in this muppet.
Well, that's the trouble, Ian. Sometimes you've got to take things in your own hands, haven't you?
What are you suggesting, Carl? That I should somehow be violent towards him?
Cut him off, mate.
Well,
don't cut him off. What'd you do that for?
Well, Ian, if they're not coming to talk to me, then what's the point of having them on? You know. Anyway, guys, kids' TV shows from the olden days.
No. Who's that? Is that Tony Hall?
Hello.
Is that the Tony Hall? Sir Lord Tony Hall?
Hi, it's Tony Hall.
Hey, Tony Hall.
How did you get this number?
Sorry?
How did you get this number?
Well, how did you get this number?
Fair point. Ian?
Yeah?
We want you back desperately. What's your ideal show pitch?
At the BBC?
Yeah.
I will do anything. Tony.
Like what?
Are there any
Name me specifics, Ian. Name me specifics.
I want TV, Tony. I say that I don't want TV to people, but I really want TV.
Why do you want TV when radio is the greatest medium there is, Tony?
TV. You're Tony. I'm Ian.
Yeah.
Because TV is what I was born to do. We all know that radio is for TV people that can't get any work anymore.
That's not true. That's just factually incorrect.
All right, let's go through the list, shall we? Let's go through the list. Theakston? Goldstein?
No.
Lee?
Ian, what you don't recognise, okay, is that they're all people who've done the walk from TV to radio, okay?
The walk of shame.
Backtracked. The walk of shame. They've backtracked because there are, network heads out there, okay, who desperately want listening figures. They've
Don't cut him off!
Cut him off. Right, after 11, should we bring back hanging?
Oh, you're having a laugh.
What? Serious, mate.
You probably think we should bring back hanging, don't you?
I don't see why not.
Well, it wouldn't work. But Bo, tell him hanging doesn't work.
What, hanging?
Well, I mean, it works in that it kills people, but as a deterrent,
no,
it doesn't work.
There's also the possibility that you're hanging an innocent person because you never know.
Exactly. You could be hanging an innocent person, right?
Yeah.
And if it... Okay, I've got the argument. If, Jake, execution was a deterrent to stop people murdering and raping and touching kiddies, right? What happens in America where they've got the death penalty? They have murders, they have rapes, they have load of their kiddies touched up. So, I'll be honest, it can't work.
I was just going to ask about if anyone remembered the Flintstones.
Oh, no, we're not... We're not doing anything like that.
Pete.
Oh.
Hi, Jake.
Hi, Pete.
Yeah, I'm just ringing up to talk about 90s kids TV shows. I mean, who remembers the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
I'm going to have a quick word outside, Jake. You talk to him.
Well, I certainly do, Pete.
Yeah.
I must be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan. What do you remember about them?
Well, I mean, I remember watching it every day when I was on summer holidays. The Green Ranger, and it's brilliant. Or Reboot, the computer animated show inside a computer.
Yeah.
They're bringing that back now.
Really?
They're bringing Power Rangers back as well.
How old are
They're
you,
doing a
Pete?
film.
If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 31, Jake.
Sorry about that, Pete.
That's all right. These things happen.
Sorry, it's getting a bit heated in here.
Contracts.
Where were we? You're 31. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Power Rangers, I think, were a little bit before my time, if I'm honest.
Oh, well, how old are you, Jake?
I'm 12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should be watching the new stuff then. Yeah. I don't know much.
Thanks for calling,
now.
Pete.
Why'd you cut him off?
Because it was boring, mate. Because it was boring. Old TV shows from the 90s, when they're not old TV shows, how can there be old TV shows from the 90s? The 90s was like 15 minutes ago, right? And then you seriously, I mean, I felt doing Eccentric Pop Stars was a bit of a cop-out. And then you say, you want to do, should we bring back hanging? How old are you really? What, you 24, 25?
23.
You want to do a phone-in on should we bring back hanging? You haven't got any life experience. How do you even... You're saying that because you know that people will call in to talk about it. But you've got no connection with it. Have you got no connection with it, Jake? There's no connection. It's lazy. It's lazy.
Well, how's the tally looking?
Sorry?
How's the tally looking? I think I've got Bo so far.
Yeah, you've got more people. Yes, more people have called in.
Yes,
to say that they want to talk to you, and that is, but that's because it's a novelty factor.
Alan, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian.
Hi, Alan.
You all right?
Yeah, mate. How are you?
Hello, mate. You don't sound like Ian Lee.
Oh, I am. I've just got a bit of a cold today.
No.
Bit bunged up.
Ian Lee's are different.
Oh. Maybe it's your phone.
No, it's a brand new phone.
Oh. Well, what have you called to talk about, Alan?
Ian?
Alan?
Yeah, where's Ian?
You sound a bit different, Alan.
No, I would you recognise me by my catchphrase? Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me!
You all right there, Alan?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alan, what's your kids' TV show from the olden days, the 90s?
Has to be Centurions.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an old 80s cartoon. It was an old 80s American cartoon.
Ian, this might be one for you.
Alan, have you not been listening to the show?
I'm at karaoke night.
Do you ever listen to the show when you call in?
Well, I usually ring at the start of a show.
But then do you listen to the show, or do you just go off and carry out your life?
I listen to the show, and if I fall asleep...
Well, you've missed it that tonight, Jake has been forced by I have been forced by management to take Jake on as a co-presenter. It's what we call in the show? What we call in the show?
Well, the talk radio show with Jake, but they've added on Ian at the end.
Home of the Lols.
Home of the Lols? What happened to Kath?
She's out there producing. She's not allowed on air. They don't want no skirt on air. That's a direct quote from Denny Morris, the boss.
Oh no, try and make it all bloody...
And you know what he wants to do after 11? He wants to do Should We Bring Back Hanging? And I can see his notes. After midnight, we're having an hour celebrating the beauty of Muslims. You're having a laugh.
No, midnight's usually when we have calls straight to air.
No, we can't. We're having no, do you know what, Jake? This is bullshine, right? Don't give me that funny little tepid little laugh. That's actually patronising and that's annoying, right? And I don't care if this is the last show I ever do here, because this is not how this gig was sold to me, right? Mm-hmm. You are a slimy little sod, right? And I don't wish... No, I don't... Sorry?
No, it's just funny that you use the word sod. It's a funny word.
Will it be funny when I use the phrase, can I have my fist back out of your mouth in a minute? Will that be funny? We won't know because you won't be able to laugh because you'll be crying so much, right? It's not your fault, buddy. It's not your fault, right?
Yeah.
You're one of these plastic presenters that you know, you from the Dave Berry School of Radio presenter. Right? It's not your fault. I respect anybody that can get a gig in this business. Anybody that can get a gig in this business. Not my gig, sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking it. I'm not having it. You are a dime a dozen. You are rubbish, pathetic, weedy topics.
Ian, do you know what, mate? I've had out to here with you, mate. I'm out of here.
You're walking out of me!
Look, Denny put me up to this. She's a manager.
You call Denny a woman, Denny's a bloke. You are in big trouble now. You are in big trouble. Oh,
That's not what she told me.
Oh, it's funny.
I've had enough.
Yeah, good.
You'll be gone by Monday, mate. You'll be gone.
Jake, go back in there. Come on, you can do it. Ignore him. He don't mean it.
No, I'm not having that. Come here. Come here. I'm not having that. What did you just call me?
Talk Radio. Digital debate for the UK.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking. Talk Radio.
You're listening to Jake and Iain here on Talk Radio. Phone numbers 0844 499 1000. We'll be taking your calls for another 2 hours, so phone in now and everything will be fine. I'm pretty sure. 0844 499 1000. Jake and Iain here on Talk Radio. Your ticket to more bants.
Well, bear with me 1 second. Let's just see what's going on here. Hang on. Hang on a second. Bear with me. What has he done? What has he done? He's done something to this when he went. Hang on. Hang on. There we go.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with fire up. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine, I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone past with a girl named Bo, but somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star. I've never spent much time in school, but I taught ladies plenty. It's true, I hire my body out for pay. Hey, hey, I've gotten burned over Cheryl Teague's, blown up for Raquel Welch. But when I wind up in the hay, it's only hay. Hey, hey, I might jump an open drawbridge or Tarzan from a vine, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that makes Eastwood look so fine.
Once again, it is the Iain Lee Show on Talk Radio, for tonight anyway. So, we'll carry on, but see what we'll do for tonight. We'll carry on as we do per normal. I quite like the eccentric pop star phone-in thing, and we can maybe delve into that a bit more. It is just me. I think once Catherine is sorted out, she might pop in a little bit, and that's fine, and if she doesn't, that's fine. It is still there. Probably best you don't not just now. I find it really hard to do the show. You know when I do the show, guys, I'm very open, and I worry that I reveal too much about myself. Not in a an old-fashioned BBC type of way, just in a kind of emotional kind of way. So I feel that I have to be honest with you, right? And I am seething right now. I am furious right now. And I'm going to do my best not to take it out on you lot. 0844 499 1000. And if I do, you can tell me just to bring it down a bit, and I'll try. And once we get into the swing of it, I'm sure it will be okay. So for tonight, at least, it is Iain Lee on Talk Radio. I don't know what's going to happen next week. Let's figure. What's that song? There we go. I'm back. I'm back in the room. What's that song? I've got a feeling it's a Chris Christopherson song. Let the devil help me. It's help me make it. What, Renton?
Yeah, hi.
I'm struggling to think of a Chris Christopherson song.
It's Jake there.
No, Jake's gone, mate.
I want to talk about my favourite 90s shows. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with a boss.
Yeah. Jake has gone, mate. And we're not doing that. Do you know why we're not doing that? Because it's a pony topic. It's pony.
I thought we'd talk about hanging then. That was the next one.
We're not doing hanging. We're not doing should we legalise marijuana? And we're certainly not doing an hour celebrating our Muslim friends.
Oh, what do you want to talk about then?
I want to talk about Chris Christopherson and the song Help Me Make It Through the Night.
Well, I don't want to talk about that. Okay, thank you, bye-bye.
Yes, line one.
Hello, who's that?
This is Iain Lee on Talk Radio. You're live to the nation.
Oh, really? What? Okay, hang on. Let me pause my digital delay DAE radio. I was hoping to speak to Kath. Is Kath not there? She's gone now.
Kath is dealing with a crying child, shall we say?
Really? Is that what's happened?
Yeah, it turns out if you punch a 23-year-old, they cry.
Yeah. I'm 23.
I'm going to sue you for assault. Sue me for assault.
That seems harsh.
Does seem unfair, doesn't it?
Yeah. What? He just wanted the gig on the radio, Ian.
Mate, listen, I don't... Anybody that can get a gig, that can feed their families doing this job, and even the people I don't like Gaunty and Steve Allen, do you know what? I respect them for working hard and putting food on the table. I respect that. I would never knock that. But
Ian?
Yes. Who is this, by the way? What's your name?
It's Tony Hall / Tom.
Okay, Tony.
How's your hey? How's your new most frequent caller? What's your opinion on Moyles?
I haven't. Do you know? Here's the thing, right? And I read a thing that I wrote on the internet ages ago, and I called him a fat bee. Right? I would never use that now.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Because he nicked an idea of mine.
Were you angry?
Yes.
No, did he?
He nicked an idea of mine.
What did he nick?
I used to phone up. There used to be channels on late at night where they would basically have dumb competitions, and it was a rip-off. You'd phone up. It was like
like Talk Radio?
No, it was like £2 an hour. And £2 a minute, and you could say, and I would phone up and say, "Is it Ghostbusters 2?" And he started copying.
Oh, yeah.
But basically, I have never heard more than about 5 minutes of Chris Moyles on the radio. But he
Really?
must, yeah.
Do you not wonder what the excitement's all about, though?
Well, I don't think there is any excitement about him anymore, is there?
No, there's not really. No.
And I never, when he kind of first started on Radio 1 doing the breakfast show, I think I was doing Rise, so another breakfast show, so I couldn't listen. And then that kind of breakfast...
That was on Channel 4, wasn't it?
Thank you. That breakfast radio thing has never really...
on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. That breakfast radio thing has never really appealed to me. I always used to listen to Wogan.
He was good.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Doorbells. So, anyway, Tom, what you got?
Yeah. I'm basically in a radio job at the moment, and I'd like a better one.
Okay. This isn't blooming the job centre.
No, I know, but you know how hard it is, right?
Yeah.
I've worked in BBC local radio. I think I can talk the talk. when necessary. I don't want your job necessarily. I just want a chance.
Okay,
what should I do?
Oh, you flipping it? I don't know. I don't know. But you're hang on a minute. You work in radio. You've already got that chance.
I know, but I want to talk, man. I don't want to just be the guy on the faders.
Well, ask them. You're in there. You're closer to it than a lot of people. Say, can I have a go?
And you've been, but you know what the BBC's like.
Yeah, it's full of drones and cowards.
Right. Is Id on tonight?
Yeah, but what? But I know this isn't you phoning up for an audition.
No. But I know one of Id's mates.
Oh well, then why don't you phone them up? Jeez.
What the blooming hell was that about?
Oh yeah. The thing is, right, and I don't knock anybody that can get a gig in radio. I don't like Steve Allen's style at all. I find it horrendous that you get 2 hours every day out of going, well, look at her fat cow. Oh, that fat cow.
Is she still doing that act?
Oh, look at that horrible fat cow. Common as muck fat cow. Hate that. Oh, and you'll never guess who's on my, that reminds me this week. It's that big fat cow, and she's my best friend. I hate the act. I think it's really nasty, right? But, fair play, he makes a lot of money doing that, and he's putting food on his table. Wonderful. That's great. You know, Gaunty, actually I quite like Gaunty's style as a presenter. I don't like his style as a human. But I wish.
Is he still doing the catchphrases?
I don't know. I don't know. I stopped listening when he was very, very rude to me on Twitter, and I've been nothing but supportive. And I wish him nothing but the best of luck. His project he's working on, I think, is really exciting. I wish him the best of luck. Oh, I want everybody that's got a job. Beautiful. Okay, well done, because it is horrible when you lose a job and it's tough to get that break. But that fella works in radio. He works in radio.
He's already living the DR. He should just keep living that.
Yay!
So I've got the Chris Christopherson lyrics in front of me because I feel you need some help this evening.
Can you sing it to me?
Yep. How does it start?
Well, give me the first line.
Take the ribbon from your hair.
Take the ribbon from your hair.
Shake it loose and let it fall. Am I right so far?
You got a nice voice there, yeah.
Okay. Laying soft upon my skin.
Bit creepy.
Like the shadows on my wall.
What do you think about stem cell research?
Not right now, Vinny. Shush. Come and lay down by my side.
What do you think about stem cell research?
Till the early morning light.
What do you think about stem cell research?
Am I taking is your time? All I'm taking is your time.
What do you think about stem cell research?
Help me make it through the night.
I've got a mouthful of sausage.
Well, you would do at the end of that, wouldn't you, eh?
Well, yeah.
He's good, Chris Christopherson. Singers that can't sing. 0844 499 1000. I'm back in the room now, guys. I'm back. We'll deal with that. I can see very angry. I've just seen my emails. I've got a very angry email from the boss. I'm not even going to reply to it. We'll do it on Monday. We'll sort it out over the weekend. Speak to my agent, Denny. I'm not interested, mate. I'm doing what I'm paid to do. Do a bloody good radio show. 0844 499 1000. I'm back. 0844 499 1000. We can talk eccentric pop stars. I want my pop stars to be eccentric. When Prince died yesterday, apparently they're doing a thing on Sky News. Who's the weirdest? Who's the bigger weirdo? Michael Jackson or Prince? Well, I want my pop stars to be weirdos, if that's the word you want to use. I like artistic eccentric. There we go. That's a phrase I just made up. But I want that. I want my pop stars to deviate from the norm. Not in that sense. I mean, I want them to be larger than life. I want them to be mythical. I want them to be eccentric. I want them to push boundaries. I want them to dress flamboyantly. I want them to be a fluid sexuality. I want them to live in big palaces with flamingos walking around. They're flipping pop stars. Most pop stars as well generally were very, very poor when they were kids. I said that. I don't know if that's true. I think it must be. I'm going to say yes, it's a fact. I'm going to say statistically, the majority of pop stars come from working class backgrounds or from very poor families. Michael Jackson certainly did. Prince certainly did. The Beatles, John Lennon certainly was very poor. And so I do think that when people go from no money at all to a lot of money very, very quickly and a lot of money, I think it does push you into the realms of, well, in some cases, madness. Definitely. Yeah. Not actually Suggsy, but you know what I mean. But also, if you are an artist, as Prince was, I wasn't a massive Prince fan, right? I saw him in concert and I liked the hits. I couldn't go beyond the hits, although I might watch the Purple Rain film this weekend because I've got it. I think he was an artist. I think David Bowie was an artist. I think I'm going to say it, guys. I think Michael Jackson was an artist. Right? He may have been other things that we really don't know, but that wasn't Jake Yapp, by the way, everyone. Jake Yapp was good. Sorry, did I let that slip out? Yeah, 2 Jakes in one night, and the first one was good. But I think when you're an artist and your life, here we go. Let's dive into the pool of pretension. When you're an artist, like David Bowie, like Prince, like Michael Jackson, your life becomes your art. Oh, thank you very much. In Bowie's case, his death became his art. Or his last album's all about death. It's all about his death that he knew was coming. But I want my pop stars, I mean, you had it a little bit in the 60s when, pop stars started wearing caftans and started wearing beads and started dressing more flamboyantly. Up until then it was all kind of like suits and mop tops and stuff. And then they started dressing more flamboyantly. But it was people like Lennon, like Bowie, like Elton John, to a certain extent, up until about the mid-80s, although that was fueled by cocaine, really. So that was perhaps actual proper cocaine psychosis, as opposed to an artistic integrity. I don't know. Oh, wait, I'm getting a little bit lost here. I need your help. 0844 499 1000. Sorry, I'm a little bit sniffy. Got the start of a cold coming. Going to go for a steam tomorrow. I woke up a bit of a sore throat. Going to go for a steam. It'll be all right. That'll knock it out. I need help. Eccentric pop stars, and we want them. Lady Gaga, I think. I don't know any of her songs, but she is the perfect pop star in as much as I don't know anything about her. I don't know what she looks like. I saw one picture of her once. Normal, in inverted commas. Anyone that wears a meat dress to an awards ceremony, oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely gets my respect. 0844 499 1000. Bill, stay there. Come to you in a second. Sam's on the line. Yes, Sam.
Hello, you okay?
I'm all right. I'm going to blow my nose, Sam. I'm a little bit sniffly today. That's all right. But you carry on.
All right. I just want to talk about crazy celebs, or I hate the word celebs. But,
yeah, go on.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Weird Al Yankovic. We should get him on the show, actually. We should get him on the show. I've interviewed him before. He is the sweetest man.
Such a nice guy.
Have you met him?
Genuinely. No, but I've seen his interviews on YouTube and stuff.
Him. Such a softly spoken, gentle man. It was wonderful. For those who don't know, the hit that you'll know is he did Eat It. The version of Michael Jackson's Beat It. If I had the internet, I'd play it now. I haven't, so a kinney. But I think he might be looking for it. Wow.
And White and Nerdy as well, isn't it?
Yeah, he did that. He did a brilliant film as well, which I wonder if you can get on DVD, called UHF, which I don't think anybody saw in this country at all. I think I'm the only person that saw UHF starring Weird Al Yankovic, and I think it is a hard see, you're right. Remind me, can you mention to Catherine that we should, if I'm still here, we'll try and get him on the show?
If you're not here, do you want me to book him for Jake?
Oh my God, don't Back out.
Don't worry. I've just stuck my middle finger up at him. Does that translate into Kiwi?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, thank you very much indeed.
Also, Sia, who's quite a... Sia? She did that song, Elastic Heart. She's quite a weird person.
You can buy UHF, but it's £1.62.
Oh.
And that's going to be that's going to be plus £1.26 postage. What's that?
I don't know. Can't do math.
That's a little over £3. I don't know if I'm that bothered to see it for £3, if I'm honest.
Can't you illegally stream it, something like that? Not promoting, of course, but you know.
Well, hang on a minute. You've just come on a national radio and promoted it. You said, can't you, illegally stream it? Why did you have to mention the word illegally in there? Why didn't you say, can't you stream it? I'd have gone, but ding, he means go to the Pirate Bay. Pirate Bay proxy, Pirate Bay proxy, Pirate Bay proxy. No, I can't. Hang on a second, here we go. Listen to this. This is brilliant.
Kids are starving in Japan, so eat it. Just eat it. Don't wanna argue, I don't wanna debate. Don't wanna hear about what kind of food you hate. You won't get...
It's good. Now, it's. Do you know what? It's a little bit cheesy and a bit hackneyed, but he's done... Let's get rid of him now, because he's done hundreds of those music spoofs, right?
Yeah.
And they're all flipping works of art. And yeah, they might be a little bit cheesy, a little bit, but he does them all, and he pays such attention to detail.
And he's still making them as well. He's still doing them, which is brilliant. He isn't it isn't just like a sort of 90s or early noughties thing.
We get in
recent as well.
I was about to check on the internet, see if he's doing any shows soon. We'll get him on. We'll get him on the show. Weird Al will come on the show, definitely.
Okay, one more thing.
Yeah, go on.
Singers that can't sing. I'm not sure if you've heard of her, but is it MIA? Is that song Paper Planes?
Oh, that is brilliant! That's a tune! Let me go to the avant-garde here! That is a proper tune!
It's a good song, but her voice is, I don't know.
No. No. She can sing. Okay. Have I got MIA on my computer? He's beating me to... Here we go. Has this got swears in it? I've got a dump button, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
There we go.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I'll be imminent. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one done.
Don't know any of the words.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I'll be imminent.
Here we go. That's good singing.
Yeah, so I think it's just taste really. I'm more into my sort of indie sort of punk bands, I guess. But I don't know, it's just me.
Well, Sam, listen, it's always good to talk to you, mate. Listen, have a good weekend. I want to get Bill. Bill's just clearing his throat there, a little bit nervous. And he's back. Bill, we have spoken before, and I remember speaking to you at Absolute.
Yeah, and before that, mate, I used to phone you.
And I can't remember what your gag was, right? But I remember laughing a lot at your phone calls.
I used to sing and do impressions, and I used to be a bit bad, so to swear.
It was LBC, so this is like 10 years ago, right? You sound exactly the same, if slightly more muffled. Is there any way you can be a little less muffled?
I'll talk louder.
Right, well, are you on you're not on speakerphone, are you?
No, remember I told you the other night I'm with the bad provider.
You're with the bad provider, yeah. Well, that was foolish when you went into those phone shops. How do phone shops, right, how come there are so many phone shops on the high street? I have never purchased a phone from a phone shop Ever?
Oh no, it's awful. Like, they just swarm you and they just. I think they just bore you and you end up just signing it.
They're
just to get
very
out of there.
boring. I go in there sometime. I've been in there a couple of times to buy a car charger for me phone.
£50.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, right? And everything is, and they're all like proper boys. You know what? I'm set. What can I help you, sir? What do you want? Do you want a phone? What kind of package do you want with that phone? I just
want insurance.
Do you want insurance? No, it's a blooming charger for the. It's going to plug in the lighter socket in my car. I don't understand. I was walking through Hammersmith today. Hammersmith, and literally, and this is the proper use of the word literally. Every other shop was a phone shop.
And what was the others? Chicken shop.
There was a Smith's, there was a Zara, and some charity shops.
Oh, mate, you was lost.
Here's the thing. Here's something I've never done, right? And I want to do it, and I was going to record myself doing it, right? Because you'd like to hear this. I have never had a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
What?
I have never had a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, are you going to have one?
Yeah, I think I might.
Oh, you're not a vegetarian no more, no?
No, mate. I gave that nonsense up.
Oh, good man. You had a bit of meat in you.
Yeah, well, steady.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Steady.
Yeah, no, I mean, like a bit of beef.
Steady.
Bit of pork.
Steady.
Eddie. And we'll go again. But yeah, what's going on? Who's this fella you had to kick out?
Oh, mate, I don't really want to talk about it, to be honest.
Oh, this is like serious, yeah?
It will. If you could see my email inbox now, Bill, it's going to get very serious. I've got 5. Hang on, 5, 6. I've got 7 emails now from 2 of my bosses, 4 from Denny and 3 from Liam, and I've just one has just popped up from my agent, and the subject matter is "We need to talk!" ! All written in capitals. So,
oh mate, I hope you're joking and you're back on Monday.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. It's kind of out of my hands, to be honest.
And this Debbie, your boss, mate, she needs to realise she shouldn't have meddled with the format, so it's her own doing, innit, really?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Anyway, I won't say no more, mate. I hope it all works out, and do you know what I mean? Keep your chin up.
Bill, nice one, mate. Thank you very much, Bill. I appreciate that a lot. You're a very kind man.
All right, brother. Have a good one, mate.
Thank you, buddy. Take care. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. So we're talking about why do we like our pop stars to be eccentric. And I do like my pop stars to be eccentric. I like them to be odd and peculiar and to dress weirdly and to behave in ways that might be described as nuts or wacko or pretentious. I love it. I didn't always love it. I love it now. They're pop stars. They're pop. Pop is not real. Pop is nonsense. Of course we want them to be like that. 0844 499 1000. We're also talking as well, as we do from time to time, pop stars that can't sing. Dennis is on the line. Yes, Dennis.
Good evening, Ian. Now listen, are you trying to say that you're ill? Are you trying to say you're going to kick the bucket before the 29th of May? Because I still want me 20 quid.
Hang on a minute. What on earth are you talking about, old time?
You said you were sniffling. I thought, hello.
I've got a cold. I'm not. Well, hang on. That's how.
Getting ready to die.
That's how it started with Prince, wasn't it?
Amy.
So it started with Prince, apparently.
As for your bosses, just from me, I shall stop spending 7pence a minute listening to all this other rubbish if you're not on it.
Dennis, I'm going to clip that and I'm going to pass that on to Denny and Liam. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
No, I'm not losing you again.
Not
I'll tell
again.
you what,
Yeah.
Dunstable's changed a lot since you were there.
Is it not a hole anymore?
Half the telephone shops are now turned into not restaurants, supermarkets. There's a Polish supermarket on the main road.
Polski Sklep, beautiful. Go and get a nice bit of Polish sausage.
Yeah, well, that's right. I'm just saying the place is. I've not been to Dunstable for quite some time. I had to go today to go to the bank, but other than that, it's changed considerably.
Okay, well,
and I hope for the better.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed, Dennis.
Yes, all right. You keep your fingers crossed and stop coughing.
Thank you very much. And you take care. Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
There we go. With the greatest respect, that is a 90-year-old man saying he's going to stop listening if I get the boot. I don't think it's target audience. I don't think it's your actual target audience. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. Friday's shows are becoming a little bit... Someone just sent me a text, I think. Because I've not got proper internet, it's a bit tricky to see. I'm having to do it on my phone. Are becoming a little bit peculiar. If you listen to last Friday's show with Mr. Ethical, it was tense. Man, it was tense. We had the double dump. Where were you when I had a double dump live on air? And B, the 12 to 12:30 was a very, very tense half hour. Last night's show was weird because of the full moon. Kind of expected that. It was really horrible to present last night's show. I had no pleasure in presenting it. But then my friend was listening to it today, and he kept texting me that it sounded brilliant. Yeah, it's one of those things where I bet it was a good listen. Well, I imagine it was a good listen. It was not fun to be presenting it. And tonight's show, I mean, well, you know, if we're going to go down, let's go down in style, shall we? Now, so the list of celebrity deaths continues. 2 celebrities have died in the last couple of days that have not received the same press coverage that Prince and Victoria would have. It's that thing, isn't it? When if you're a celebrity who died... Here you go, Ed, here's a question for you. Which celebrity, and she was a big star, died on the same day as Michael Jackson, but her death was swallowed up by Jacko?
I don't know.
I think it was Farrah Fawcett-Majors. You don't know who she is, do you?
No, I've heard... I don't think it was the same day as MJ, was it?
I think so. Yeah, you go to your internet.
I'll go to my internet.
I know, you go to your internet. I'll go to my internet. My brain. I'm going to ask my own Jeeves, my brain. And my brain is telling me, yeah, I'm right.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you. And my brain is quicker than Google.
No, just Google in this room.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's that thing, if you're a celebrity, you've got to really time your death well. And I don't mean, what I mean is, it's a shame that we weren't all going, oh, flipping it, Farrah Fawcett-Majors. Oh, God. Because she was great. She was brilliant. We were all going, Michael Jackson. Oh, Farrah Fawcett as well. Anyway, Michael Jackson. Well, there have been 2 deaths in the last 2 days that have been swamped by Victoria Wood and by Prince. 0844 499 1000. First one, I'm sorry for sniffing on the radio. I'm a bit bunged up. I'll go for a steam tomorrow, guys. I will sort it all out by next week. The first one is Choppers. Anyone know who Choppers is? Well, Choppers is the last of the PG Tips chimpanzees. Choppers played Ada in the TV adverts and was 48. Now, it was weird. It was a weird time in the 70s and the 80s because they would dress monkeys up, glue a piano to their hands so it looked like they were carrying a piano up the stairs and get them to sell tea. And we all... what do they call it? The chimps tea... They used to have chimps tea parties at the zoo as well. You'd go and it would say 3 o'clock. It's the 3 and 5. It's the chimps tea party, and it'll be chimps dressed up in clothes pretending to be humans. That is weird, isn't it? That's a weird thing to do. Ada, the Twycross Zoo in Leicestershire, said the much-loved ape, and they've put much-loved in quotation marks. And what that means is the paper is distancing itself from that. The paper's saying, we're not saying that this monkey was much-loved. That's a quote from the zoo. We disagree about the monkey being much loved. We're aren't so sure. 08444 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. In 2014, the zoo admitted using apes on television had been wrong. And Chopper's own... See, it's got a sad story. It's quite a sad story. Chopper's only learnt how to behave like a chimpanzee in her later years. The chimps, known as the Tips family and lip-synced by actors... Who did the voices? Was it Sid? Did Sid James do one? I remember one of them going... doing that kind of laugh. I remember that. 0844 499 1000. The chimps, known as the Tips family and lip-synced by actors, wore clothes as at messy tea parties and were hugely popular. So that's the first celebrity, right, what has died. And I know that celebrity. I'm aware of that celebrity. Here's one I haven't got a clue about, and I had about 6 people tweeting me this the other day, right? And I've got no idea who this is. Chyna is dead. Wrestling star Chyna has died, aged 45. Chyna, real name Joni Laura, was found dead on her bed. She was a big attraction in the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE, during the 1990s. Oh, and then they put a joke in. I don't know if jokes around dead... She was a big attraction in the World Wrestling Federation, regularly beating men in the ring. Now, Chyna was also the first woman to compete in the Royal Rumble. She posed naked for Playboy and appeared in several adult films after she quit the ring. It sounds like the ring was still part of her life. No idea who that person is at all. If you could let me know. 0844 499 1000. Okay, well, we're going to go down in... Let's go down in style. Let's go down with Kath. No,
Wow.
What I meant...
I'm doing my best. I've had a really hard
What I meant by that
hour.
was let's just... I'm not even opening the emails. Open one.
Yeah, well,
when
you're lucky the phones work out there.
When you get an email from the person who's currently your boss and it's all in capital. What did they say when they hired me? Push the boundaries.
Yeah, and what did my dad say when I said I was coming here with you?
You're making a big mistake. Do you know who Chyna is?
Yes, wrestler.
How do you know that? Because you just listened to my show?
No.
Well, how do you know
She died
that?
a couple of days ago, didn't she?
We're talking about deaths, celebrities' deaths that have been drowned out by Wood and Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
What was his last name?
Prince was his first.
Yeah, Nelson was his last name, wasn't
I know,
it?
yeah.
Prince Rogers Nelson.
Yeah.
It's a good name, isn't it? PRN.
Strong.
PRN. But it is Farrah Fawcett Majors, of course, died on the same day as Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And I can't think of any others because Ian, do you want to get that call, please, mate? Instead of playing with
It's
you.
probably Denny again.
Well, if it's for the show, let's put them through, and if it's for management, they'll have to. I'm not talking to anyone until Monday because the weekend starts in an hour and 17 minutes. But also, eccentric pop stars. I want my pop stars to be...
That's the point, isn't it?
I want them to act like weirdos. They're pop stars. They're
Kate
getting
Bush.
money. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Although she's not too weird, she's eccentric.
Yeah. No,
she's not. You can tell she's not doing a thing. Sometimes I think with Gaga, she's doing a thing.
Bez lives in a commune. I found out today. I was working with Sean Ryder and Anne Widdecombe today.
Yeah.
It was on Sam Delaney's TV show that he does on Russia Today, and she wouldn't come in. Oh no, I'm not coming in to watch you lot do your bit.
Really? Why?
Why is that? I've been told there's lots of swear words in it. I won't be coming in doing that. So then Sean Ryder dropped the N word in front of her.
Wow.
But he was doing it to test to see if she was racist. It was the most amazing bit of psychology. She said, "Oh, you're both wearing black shirts. You must be miserable." And he said, "Well, flippin' hell." Sean Ryder's never said flippin' hell. Flippin' hell. If black is miserable, there must be a load of grumpy N words.
Wow.
He said
wow.
that. And she didn't bat an eyelid. 0844 499 1000. She didn't bat an eyelid. And then we went off and Sean Ryder
Which is funny because when she talks, she bats her eyelids.
He went, who's she then? I went, that's Anne Widdecombe. She used to be an MP. Tory, is she? I went, yeah. Racist, is she? I went, well, I wouldn't say that, but I know she's very anti-gay, and she's very right-wing, and...
she wouldn't say she was anti-gay, she would say she's Christian, and she stands by her principles.
Oh, for God's sake.
Just saying. I mean, for heaven's sake, Ian, I'm already in hot water. I've got a year's contract.
Say it to you. If you think gays are going to go to hell for having sex with someone who's got the same bits downstairs as they've got, then you're a bigot. Then you're a bigot. Okay. I'm saying that. And even if that's
you could say that, but she's going to say...
You're Christian, and here we go, Twitterati. Or Muslim beliefs, you're a bigot. Boom! Have that! Booyakasha! Have it, Denny. Have it, Liam. I'm done. I'm done with the shackles that bind. 0844 499 1000. We were talking about something. Oh yeah, so he dropped the M word in front of.
And he said that because she hadn't.
Did you notice when I said that she didn't bat an eyelid? Racist. That's Sean Ryder's. Can I just say though, I've got beef with Bez. Me and Bez, we didn't get on. It's a long time ago. Sean Ryder, what an absolutely delightful gentleman.
Both of them, new teeth.
Yeah.
New attitude.
He was nice, and I said, "You busy, Sean?" It's great. What was nice, right? Was we just sat there. And I went, "Sean, you busy?" Yeah, I got Mondays and Black Grape both out on the road at the moment. I thought, yeah, all right.
I like Black Grape.
I don't really like any of their music, but he's a nice bloke.
I had a single.
What was Black Grape speaking?
In the name of the Father and the Holy Ghost.
What was the difference between Black Grape and the Happy Mondays?
Personnel.
Okay. Rob's on the line. Good evening, Rob.
Hey, Ian.
Hello.
Hiya.
You alright?
Well.
What you got for us, Rob? Big Rob? Robert up?
Well, I've always called in, Ian. I've tried to be the clown. I've tried to, try and make you happy. I don't know.
You sometimes, Rob, you give me much, much pleasure. You pleasure me, Rob.
And I feel like I have to. And for the first time tonight, Jake came on. I felt I didn't need to. I could have called in, just had a conversation, and not forced, not be a monkey or perform, or just...
Right, what you're doing isn't funny.
It's been snatched from me.
I know what you're doing I know you're doing a piece, right? It's not... I'm going to cut you off.
I just need to blow my nose.
Yeah. He's doing a piece. He thinks he's being funny.
That sounded like real emotion to me.
Shut up. You know he's doing a piece. You know Rob. He'd phone up. He's doing, I'm going to be funny.
I know, that's why hearing him like that...
Oh, Kath, don't you start as well. I'm not having any of that nonsense tonight. Jake has gone, right? Tonight it's Ian Lee on Talk Radio.
I need to talk to you about that.
Tonight... This is what I'm thinking about Chris Christopherson. Let the devil take tomorrow, because tonight I need a friend.
Take the ribbon from my hair.
No, I don't want to.
Shake it loose.
All right, Shergar.
Let it fall.
That's not what he says.
It is. That's how it starts.
I'll take the ribbon from your hair. Take the ribbon from your hair. But he can't sing, Chris Christopherson. And he's a lizard person.
Doesn't matter. He was hot, wasn't he?
David Icke says he's a lizard person.
Oh, so that's that sorted then.
Yeah. Interviewing David Icke on Monday.
Well.
So what's your beef with Christopherson? I like him. Convoy's a great film. Have you seen Convoy?
No.
Arizona, nude, 7th June when they highballed over the pass. Bulldog Mac with a can on back and a Jaguar hauling ass.
Oh.
He's 10 on the fall, stroking bore, see Gover starting to gain. Now, you're trying with the rubber duck and I'm about to pull the gas on your chain. We got a little old convoy trucking through the night. Yeah, we got a little old convoy. Ain't she a beautiful sight? Can't imagine reverb. We haven't got reverb here. Convoy, ain't nothing gonna get in our way. We gonna hold this trucking convoy.
Wow.
Sounds like across the USA. Convoy. Oh, then I was...
No, I haven't watched it because I'm not into lorries.
What's the second verse? Anyway, if I had it... I don't know if I got it on the... hang on a minute. Anyway,
is that the one where there's this girl bundled in the back of one of the vans?
Help me unwrap the present. Yeah. Ali McGraw. She's not the girl in the thing, but Ali McGraw has never looked finer. Convoy lyrics, because we've got to know the whole lyrics here.
Oh, have we?
Yeah. Convoy lyrics. Is that a call for us, Id? Well, put it through. Stop talking to Andy Goldstein and
Goldstein
put him
answering phone calls.
Goldstein, go back to your own radio station.
He's
stop
not here,
answering
he
my
said.
phone. Well, stop interfering with my show then, you plum. What was going...
Andy Goldstein?
Yes, it was. We don't interfere with the show if you don't want to get outed.
Can I speak to Andy Goldstein?
No, you can't speak to Andy Goldstein. You can, but you've got to phone him up on Talk Sport now.
We don't have the number to hand.
Well, no, I like talk radio, but I like the footy footballs as well, you know. You know, when they get the piece of leather and they kick it round.
What?
They kick the leather around
They
the
do.
grass.
They do. I don't know a lot about football, if I'm honest.
That's it in a nutshell.
But I know. Here's the thing, right? Do they still have the communal baths?
Oh.
No, they don't. Well, that's where it all went pear-shaped for me.
You know what's ruined that?
Yeah.
Male grooming.
Yeah,
Because it's
yeah.
not just a matter of everyone splashing
Well,
in
they
the
don't
bath.
have pubic hair.
Well, no, they've got to go in there and start looking after themselves, and it's not something that you want to do in front of your mates.
Well, you can put an elastic band around it if you're worried about it.
All right, I'll try that.
Makes it look fuller. But it does, doesn't it? It does. That's what you're right, John.
Sorry, you know, I'm just listening. I'm enthralled. It's great radio. Carry on.
What are you called in for?
What you were talking about when a celebrity dies on the same day as another celebrity.
Yeah, we lost one of the PG Tips chimps. And wrestling superstar China on the same days as Victoria Wood and Prince.
Yeah, well, I've got an example from my own life, you see.
Okay, mate.
You know, who's the gangster man?
It sounds like you're straining one out.
No, I'm not. That's ridiculous. You know, the gangster, what's his name again? In the 90s with all the gangsters.
There weren't that many gangsters in the 90s.
Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls.
Oh, yeah.
Biggie Small Man, yes.
Yes.
He died on the same day as my wife, and no one really cared about my wife because of that.
Gosh.
But Biggie Smalls was good, wasn't he? And I didn't really like that.
Because my wife.
Yeah.
Some things that Biggie Smalls can't do that my wife
I know.
could.
I didn't really like that genre of music.
No.
But Biggie's...
I like my wife, though.
Can you stop talking about your wife for a minute? Because I want to talk about Biggie
What, you
Smalls.
mean my dead wife?
Yeah, I'd rather talk about Biggie Smalls, mate.
Oh.
He kind of united the world in that even people that weren't into... I was into, like, my 60s pop at the time, but even I had a soft spot for him. He made it accessible, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Why did you like Biggie Smalls so much, John?
Well, you know, he was all right, wasn't he? But, I'd rather have my wife alive, to be honest.
I'm gonna let you go, mate, because you keep banging on about your wife.
Selfish.
Not interested at all.
Selfish.
No idea who his wife is. Biggie Smalls, what did his wife do for racial integration? Maybe a lot, actually, I don't know.
Don't know. But he was very good.
Yeah.
At the rapping.
0844 499 1000. Up until midnight, we call you back. After midnight,
you're on your own.
You're on your own, guys, and we will be taking calls straight to air. Let's not touch on the first hour. Let's just, Hey.
Yeah.
Now, why have I written that down? I write down little things from the papers, right, that I think will be interesting to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I've written one down, and I can't think where the laughs are in this.
Oh, dear.
Shall I read it out?
Go on.
Page 31 of the Mail, colon cancer.
Let's have a look.
Must have been...
There must have been a gag in there somewhere.
Must have been a laugh in there somewhere, otherwise I would have written it down.
No. 31.
Page 31, colon cancer.
Can't think where the laugh might come, but...
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Go on.
I'm probably going to get it.
Long legs.
Yeah. Could having long legs increase your risk of colon cancer?
I'm not going to get
all I
it.
need.
I'm not going to get it, because
Short
I've got tiny legs, yeah.
What has this got to do? People who have longer legs have a greater risk of getting colon cancer, a study has found. These studies are brilliant, right? Because they tell you one thing, and then you listen to More or Less on Radio 4.
And they don't tell you anything.
Yeah, that's nonsense. The one about the Muslims the other week, and about a load of Muslims ate gays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The guy went, there were 33 people questioned, or something ridiculous.
I'll tell you who is most likely to get colon cancer. People with colons.
according to research, if you have long legs, you are 42% more likely to get the condition compared to someone who has far shorter legs.
Hang on, that's less likely.
No, it's more. 42% more.
All right, go on. What's happened to the other 62%?
This is partly because... Oh, here we go. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. Do you know why that is?
No.
I've got a large colon.
Yeah.
Got a large colon.
It goes with the rest of your equipment.
Yeah, I've got a large semi-colon. This is because taller people have larger colons.
So does that mean you're more likely to get
They
poorly
also
one?
have higher levels of growth hormone. So not only have I got a big colon, Dan, I've got a lot of growth hormone pumping around my colon. There's hormones all over my colon. Would you like to have a look? Dan, would you like to look at my hormonal colon?
No, you can't say that to them anymore. It's frowned upon.
What would you like to say, Dan?
Yeah, Ian, a very interesting question I'd like to put to you, if I may.
We'll be the judge of that.
Fair point. Okay, would you rather fend off 10 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
Oh.
The thing is, right, I'm taking great joy and great pleasure in feeding the ducks recently and getting them to feast from my hand.
Yeah.
They've got razor-sharp teeth, tiny little razor teeth.
They haven't got teeth. Ducks.
No. Ducks have got teeth.
No, they've not.
They've got razors.
Only in cartoons.
They've got... Well,
They've got
fed a duck.
They've got
I fed a
serrated
duck.
beak, but it's not teeth.
It's teeth. It's good as, it's as good as teeth. For crying out
Imagine
loud.
a duck with teeth.
Well, Dan, listen, we're running out of time, and I know that Kathy's starting to wind me up, so I'm assuming she's starting to wind you up. What would you rather beat off, Dan? A big duck or 10 small ones?
Well, the big beak would scare me, so I'd rather just shoo away with my feet the 10 small horses.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
More placid animal, anyway.
Okay. Why do you need to know this, Dan?
It's keeping me awake, to be honest with you, Ian.
Well, you go sleep. Go sleep, my pretty one. Go sleep. After midnight, if you're calling now, stop calling in, because we're going to take calls straight to air in a minute. So store this number in your phones. 0844 499 1000.
Talk Radio.
Guys, I can see loads of you calling in. Stop, save your money, guys, because we're not going to answer any of the phones now. Stop calling in. Look, I'm just cutting you off to save you money. Stop calling in. Go and have a pee or get in your pyjamas or get into bed or whatever. After midnight, after the news, we will take your calls straight to air. You can call in and do anything you want. Make silly noises. You can shout. You can even... Yeah, go on, do that as well. Here's the news. Okay, and I've just been reminded. I've got loads of answer phone messages I've not accessed. And I've got the answer phone message I meant to play on Wednesday when James Buckley was in. So I'll play that. So, the answer phone messages are all there floating around. I'll give out the number later on. I can't think what that one is. But the way this last hour of the show works, I'm very, very tired. So I'm really hoping that you guys are going to phone in and are going to do all of the work for me. It's over to you guys. The way it works is you dial 0844 499 1000. Calls cost 7 pence a minute plus connection charge. Significantly more from mobiles. Significantly more from mobiles. And you come straight to air. You don't speak to Idge, you don't speak to Catherine, you speak to me. I've got a screen with 10 lines in front of me. When they light up, I touch the screen and go, line 1, you're live on the radio.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction. Chemical X. Thus, the Powerpuff Girls were born, using their ultra superpowers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
Okay, it's the Powerpuff Girls, something I'm vaguely aware of. I don't really know what it is. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, it's Mr. Unethical here.
Uh-oh.
I'd just like to say, Ian, I think you're lovely.
Wow. Oh, gosh. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Unethical. I appreciate that.
Really great. Like, I don't have a negative word to say about you.
Oh. That makes this conversation slightly awkward.
Why?
Well, because I don't know how to take compliments. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
I rub my ribs. I rub my ribs. I rub my. Oh, come on, Ian. I rub my ribs. I rub
my ribs. I'm rubbing my ribs. 0844 499 1000. Use the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You're starting to get the hang of it. You're starting to. You're being educated. You don't realise you are. The best learning is when you don't know that you're learning. My little boy's learning computer programming. He doesn't know that he's learning computer programming. He thinks he's playing games. Ha 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 ha. He's learning computer programming. He's learning how to get to a really high-powered job, and so he can look after Daddy when Daddy is very old and lazy in about 6 weeks' time. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, it's Rosie.
Hey, Rosie, you all right?
Hi, yeah, I'm all right. I was going to ask you, because I've got no internet tonight, so I can't look it up, but is there any difference between bowel and colon?
Well,
nice subject, but you started it.
Yeah, I did start it. There's, yeah.
What my grandpa died of, so I'm quite interested to know.
Was he tall? Did he have a big colon?
No, he wasn't. He was quite short and round.
Yeah. Colon cancer is an aggressive form of bowel cancer.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, well, that's what got him, but I think it was a chemo that killed him rather than the actual cancer.
Well, yeah. Then what did my dad died of? He had pancreatic cancer. That's what he had. When it comes in, it goes quick. Ain't no messing around there.
Yeah.
Ain't no messing around. You got to go and say goodbye to everyone as quick as you can, unless you're lucky. I think there's maybe some people listening who've just been recently diagnosed, in which case I'm sure that medical science has moved on leaps and bounds in there. I don't mean to cause panic, but yes, it's a crappy disease, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, my best friend died of that last year.
Yeah, it's a crappy disease.
Yeah, pretty horrible.
Anyway.
Anything else? I just wondered about that, but...
All right, no, well, there we go. It's jolly. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hey, Ian.
Hello,
I've got
mate.
2 points. A very quick one.
Yes?
You were on about lucid dreaming before. I think you said you did it.
I have had lucid dreams. That is when you kind of wake up in your dream and you're aware that you're dreaming.
That's it.
And
the
you can
one
take
way
control of it.
to know you're in a dream is to look at a clock or a watch.
Oh, come on.
When you're in a dream, they don't have a face.
Oh, shut up.
I've done it. Try it when you next do it. I'm not, you can't prove it until you try it yourself. You obviously don't have to believe me.
No, but right. But
honest.
No, I've seen clock faces and watch faces in dreams.
Have a try. Just honestly.
I'll try it tonight.
And I have lucid dreaming where I know I'm in the dream and I still can't wake myself up. So that's awful. That's like sleep paralysis or something.
Yeah. I don't get it very often, but I get it where I go. I get it when at the moment I'm having a lot of anxiety dreams, right? And the dream I'm having is I'm back at school. I've got exams next week, or no, I've got exams that day. I think it is. And all my friends are there, but I'm 42. And I'm really panicking, right, because I've not revised. And then partway through the dream, I go, hang on a minute. I present a radio show, so I'm not going to lose the radio show if I fail my GCSEs again. So I get that level of control, but then I kind of carry on through it. But I've occasionally had dreams where I go, oh, man, I'm dreaming. Right, I'm going to fly. And then I'll do stuff like that.
I have to basically force my arm to hit the sideboard, and the pain wakes me up. That's the only way I can do it.
Then, so
it takes ages.
You wake up so you're back in your bedroom.
Yeah, I know I'm dreaming.
But why would you do that? Stay in the dream.
Well, no, I don't have good lucid dreams. They're ridiculous.
Like what?
They're stress dreams. But the major
teeth.
point... I like
is it about your teeth?
I've been to a dentist today.
Have you?
Stranger, yeah.
Oh, that's queer.
That's a regret I had as a child, not brushing my teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Kids, if any kids are listening, firstly, brush your teeth. Secondly, get to bed, you little tykes.
I used to actually put toothpaste on my teeth so that my mum could smell my teeth, but I still wouldn't brush them.
Isn't that funny? I used to, and I still do, I still do. In fact, I did it last week. Sometimes I can't be bothered to wash my hands after going to the toilet. But if I know that there is someone outside, I will run the tap.
Yeah.
And then turn the tap off, but I won't get my hands wet. Isn't that funny?
You have health issues there, mate.
Well, you've got health issues. You've got a manky mouth.
No, I had them as a child. Now I don't have the teeth.
Girls would like to kiss me. They just won't let me touch them.
Yeah, well. But the main point, I'd like to thank you and Scott Balcony because of the tweet yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And because of you saying you used to... Because I don't troll at all. I made a positive effort not to do anything negative. The Queen and the Prince one.
Oh, yeah. It's good, isn't it?
I spent all day on Periscope with Americans doing that joke.
Oh, well, how did that go down?
Half of them didn't know what I was going on about, and then you'd have comments coming up, lol. People were getting there.
Yeah. Don't thank Scott Balcony, because he tweeted it and he bottled it immediately.
I have to say his British mum, and that made it even more weird.
I told that joke I filmed Sam Delaney's show today.
And, I'll watch that.
Yeah, well, I was quite sweary, but I did that joke on there as well.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was just because I was doing it because I had the dentist. I was nervous, so I wasn't sleeping.
Yeah.
So I was like up at 5 or 4 in the morning. So you had all the people coming in from the club, so they were drunk or high. Yeah. And it was just brilliant. Chucking that in.
How many teeth have you got then?
I've lost, on the bottom, I've lost 3 on each side of the back.
Oh, mate, flipping heck.
Yeah, I have to have, I'm not an old man, I'm going to have denture. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I think you know, these things happen, Thank you for that. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Ian?
Yep.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's come to my attention that people are doing really bad impressions of the rubbing my ribs.
Are you the original rubbing the ribs guy?
I'm the originator of rubbing one's ribs.
How do I get some of those ribs? Because they look mighty, mighty delicious.
Man, all you've got to do is ask. I'll be more than happy to provide some ribs for you. But, listen, if people are going to call in and try and do rubbing my ribs, then they've got to do it properly.
Do you want to teach them how to rub their ribs?
Well, first of all, you need a beat. And, I don't want to put you on the spot, but, we just have a little beat. I'm rubbing ribs. I'm rubbing my 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 ribs. I'm rubbing. Are you rubbing? Ian, are you rubbing?
Katia, are you rubbing your ribs?
I'm rubbing my ribs.
Katia's ribs. Katia's ribs. Katia's ribs. Katia's ribs. Is Katia rubbing her ribs? Is Katia rubbing her ribs?
Everybody rubbing their ribs.
Is Katia rubbing her ribs?
No, yes.
Is Katia rubbing her ribs? Is line 3 rubbing his ribs? Rubbing your ribs, line 3.
I'm rubbing my ribs. I'm rubbing my ribs. Baby, I'm rubbing them. Rubbing them.
Oh. Solo.
Teach me, baby. Teach me how to do it right.
Katia, line 3, rubbing their ribs.
Rubbing my ribs. I'm rubbing my ribs. I'm rubbing my ribs.
Katia, rub your ribs. Come on, I've just worked out to do a conference call. Let's rub our ribs in celebration. We've got 3 people on lines at once. Rubbing my ribs. Rubbing my ribs.
Brian, not ribs.
Rubbing my ribs. Rubbing my ribs. Rubbing my ribs. Rubbing my ribs. Rubbing my ribs. Rubbing my ribs. Rubbing my ribs. But Katia, rub your ribs. Rubbing my ribs. Rubbing my ribs. Rubbing my ribs.
ribs. Rubbing my ribs. Touching them. Rubbing my ribs. I'm 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 rubbing my ribs. Yeah. I'm rubbing my ribs. Yeah, I'm rubbing my ribs. Yeah, I'm rubbing my ribs. I'm rubbing my ribs. I'm rubbing my ribs. I'm rubbing my ribs. Rubbing. I'm rubbing my ribs. See, Smokey. Rub 'em. Get 'em in. Rub 'em. Ribs.
Hi there, my name's Billy. Now, I'm a teacher from Omaha. I like to get off my face on moonshine. Yes, sir.
Yes. Anyways, my old good buddy, this is Keith from Dunstable, Burnett guy. My question to you is, I work at a school, and I keep getting called Little Britain guy because of my hairstyle, and I feel like as a 36-year-old, I'm getting bullied by 12-year-olds. Now, my question is, should I react, or should I just let the little 12-year-olds keep calling me Little Britain guy? I shall tweet you a picture of why they may be calling me this. Over, out.
All right, mate. I'm a teacher from the outskirts of Leyton in Scotland, and I like a wee drink. I like a bit of heroin, and I also like a wee bit of crocodile. Hey, so, right, bye.
Ian, I should have rang you yesterday as a new caller. I let you down for that. I'm sorry.
This is Stanley. I was looking at the talk radio schedule yesterday. It was either that or watch Chris Tarrant's Extreme Railways again. And I noticed it said, Ian Lee, listen again. Now, this worried me as I had not, in fact, listened to it in the first place, but it preyed on my mind to such an extent that I ended up listening to the whole 3 hours on Listen Again, just to make sure I hadn't heard any of it before. I won't be listening again, I can tell you that much. Having said that, could you play my father Donald a record, as he's never heard one? Thank you.
What is the answer phone number?
Where the hell is Dave Leyton?
Sorry, I forgot that was. I forgot that was tagged on at the end. We've got an update from Titty Rangi.
Oh, excellent.
From my sister.
Why are you doing the voice?
I've got home. Ivan, that's my brother-in-law, is freaking out about your show. What the hell's going on, Ian? Well, Joe, maybe I'll be coming to visit you sooner than I was expecting.
Maybe I will too. I hear there are plentiful jobs there.
Might have a bit of free time. Let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless. Yes, line 1. Is this Prince?
No.
Sounds like him. Funky. Very funky.
Sounds nothing like him.
That's definitely funky. That's Prince from his album Let's Get Dangerous. That's Prince.
It wasn't.
It was very funky. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello there. Am I speaking to Ian?
Yes, you are. Am I speaking to an Irish gentleman?
Yeah, you're speaking to Connor.
Okay, Connor.
Connor Doyle.
Connor
Doyle.
What?
Listen.
Hello.
I'm listening. I'm eating a grape.
Right now. This is to the management now.
I'm eating a grape. I'm eating a grape, Connor, with a fork.
So posh.
That's how decadent I am.
That's why we like you now.
First time I ever ate olives, I thought they were grapes. So my mouth was set for grape. I had olive. Couldn't eat an olive for 15 years.
No, I was like that as a kid.
No.
They're a trick.
So I spat all that rubbish all over the table. I don't like them myself.
No.
Okay, well, go on, Connor. What would you like to say, Connor?
Listen. Don't get rid of this man here. You get rid of this man here, all the listeners are all going to go. He's took Nick's listeners. He's took them all. He's even took Andy's listeners. That's why, Travellers, that's why we like you, because you do what you like there, Ian.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm very glad that the...
Travelled all the way from Jamaica.
Oh, dear. Tonight's show really has been the last one. Possibly. We'll get sorted. I'll get sorted. There's contracts and things. We'll get sorted out.
The thing is about olives, right? They look like fruit, and they are a fruit, but they taste like meat.
No, mate, they're not. They're not a fruit.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. They're a nut. They're a nut.
No.
Yeah. Oh. It's Prince. It's nice, nothing special. Bland.
Sounds like someone who's been speeded up.
There's a new album by, and I have to be careful, I'm not saying New Monkeys album, because there was a group called the New Monkeys. There is an album by the Monkeys, a new one, as a sentence, coming out next month. And I'm desperate. We're going to get Mickey Dolenz on.
Yeah.
We've had Andy Partridge on talking about it. Mike Nesmith is hopefully coming on.
Yeah, it's all gone a bit quiet there, though.
Yeah, I suspect that was going to be the case. But I'm trying to get someone from Rhino Records, the record label, to come on and just play us 20 seconds down the phone. That's all I want, please.
Rhino Records as well do a lot of good ones, don't they?
Rhino Records
They're
is
legendary.
An amazing label. Thank you for that. That was that was pretty. It's elevator music. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
That young lady, she called me now to say something.
Get away with you.
Get away with you, Connor. Get away with you. Back to
Will
Jamaica.
you give over?
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Yes, you know the mystery hour?
Little bit rude.
Yeah?
To start a phone conversation.
I kind of have to.
No, you don't. With yes.
Do you want me to have a word with her?
Yeah.
Mais qu'est-ce que tu fais là?
J'essaie de parler.
Oui, tu parles de la compétition. C'est pas juste.
Non, c'est pas juste, c'est vrai, ça fait 10 ans que j'essaye de dire ce que je dois dire et j'y arrive jamais. Alors c'est pour ça que j'ai commencé comme ça.
Tu peux tenter, mais tu peux pas parler de ce genre.
Je peux pas parler de James O'Brien.
Non. Tu peux pas dire le nom. Alors, essaye. Et comporte-toi bien.
D'accord, ça va, madame.
Ok.
Au revoir.
Ok.
Not interested. But I would like a recording of that. On a loop.
I was reprimanding her quite thoroughly.
I got that vibe. That's good. Line 2.
Hello there, Ian. Listen, this is my last talk on the matter now. I like you, Ian. I tell you what, I like you. I tell you, get rid of you. We're going to be taking our caravans. We'll be outside the building.
Okay, well, that's great. But it's borderline. It's borderline. Some languages are sexy and some are not sexy.
Mm-hmm.
French is sexy. Spanish is very, very sexy. Greek is not sexy.
Welsh?
Not the language. The accent is sexy, not the language. We're talking about languages tonight.
These are languages you would do, is what we're discussing.
Yeah, if I had to go around the world in 80 lays...
Oh, God. You've said that before, haven't you?
No, I think there must be a film called
I'm
that.
sure there is a certain film from a certain pub.
Then I would... German is not sexy.
9.
Although... the thing about hello...
Although the Germans did very well in that industry, didn't they?
Yeah. But the thing about hello... And those films are brutal, though. Them and the South Africans, their films are very...
I didn't realise there was a...
Yeah, there was.
Wow.
Yeah, late 80s, yeah. A lot of the VHS videos were from South Africa. The thing about Allo Allo is a comedy, but they made Nazis sexy.
Wow.
Helga. Easily the hottest TV character of all time. Yes, line 1.
I phoned up to come clean. I phoned up last night, tried to sing Hey Little Hen, forgot the words, phoned back and played the YouTube version. It weren't me singing.
I know it wasn't you singing. Have you learnt the words now?
No.
Oh, for crying out loud! If you're going to do
an empty apology.
If you're going to do an apology, you could have learnt the song, and that would have been. I was sorry for yesterday. I embarrassed myself, but here tonight I will redeem myself. You can even have it written down in front of you. I won't know.
Have a little try. Try and squeeze one out.
Next week. Next week.
It's something to look forward to. Thank you very much indeed.
Outrageous.
You'll like this. Do you know why?
Well, let's see.
No, you will.
Go on. Has it got Ricky Martin in it?
No. What's your favourite type of man?
Breathing. What? A karate man?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Bring it.
Headline, Chopkeeper.
Oh.
Two thugs fled in terror.
Stop, can I just say,
Yeah.
are they going to get it in the windpipe?
Yeah, hopefully. Two thugs fled in terror after being floored by a karate man. Black belt.
Karate master.
Karate master. Newsagent Rod Harwood was confronted by the hooded men who burst in wielding a hammer and a wrench. And there's a picture of his shop there.
Is there a picture of Rod? His name is Rod Hardwood.
Yeah, he's
That's
looking
a joke
glum.
name, isn't it?
He's looking glum.
Rod Hardwood.
Yeah. They ordered the 60-year-old
Rod
to hand over
Hardwood.
cash from his Harwood.
Oh.
They ordered the 60-year-old to hand over cash from his till and give him as many jazz mags as they could handle.
You've added that.
But the martial arts expert saw red and tussled with the pair, who fled empty-handed, dropping copies of Mayfair and Razzle on the floor. Hang on a minute, he's not a karate man.
Karate master.
Rod, no, he is, sorry, but he also trained in jiu-jitsu. Now, jiu-jitsu's made-up martial arts. Made-up martial arts. Jiu-jitsu, Aikido, they're made up.
Oh.
They're made up. They don't actually exist.
You
They're
can
not
still
real.
get battered, though, can't you?
No, Aikido, I did Aikido for a few weeks. It's just rolling over. You've got to learn to roll over. It's
Oh, I
just
can
rolling.
do that already. I don't
Yeah.
need training.
And lifts weight says, "He came in. I didn't say anything at first. But then one of them came behind the counter."
Where's he from?
It's all over the place, isn't he, this
I
fella?
won't take the mickey out of him. He's double hard.
And that's when I saw he had hammer. He started to lift it and was shouting, "What's in till?" So I opened, showed him there were £20 in it. Really trying not to go there, but
Stop it.
it's heading over to Asia. He's not Asian. I mean, he might be, but
No, he's not. He's called...
that's when he said cash machine. And I just thought, that's not happening. That's when he said cash machine, and I thought, that's not happening. So I crashed into him. Got a bit of a blow. And then other lad.
Stop it.
I'm trying to do like Geordie.
I know, but it's going from that to Bruce Lee and then beyond.
What he did, though, is he didn't do karate.
Battered him.
I crashed into him. Right, so he crashed into him. So he went, "Whoa!"
I can do that, no training.
Right. He got a bit of a blow. And then the other lad was coming around the corner. He had a wrench. I pushed him into his friend, and that threw him backwards. I shouted, "Get out!" And that's what they did.
That's not part of his training.
That's not karate. That is rubbish.
Surely, first thing you do...
That's minder. That's a minder
backwards,
fight.
slowly on one leg.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do that, don't you?
Roxanne!
And at that point, they run out because they know you've got skills.
That's a minder fight he did there.
Yeah.
That's not...
And knocking their heads together.
No, not having
come
that.
on.
Sorry, mate. You deserve to be robbed. You deserve to have that 20 quid taken out of that till. That ATM should be cracked open. That money should be given to those brave burglars and as many of the jazz mags as they can handle. Latest update from Titty Rangi.
Anguish.
Arvin, your brother-in-law, is really upset. He says there was a scuffle. Yeah?
I had to break it up.
No, break it up makes it sound bigger than it was.
Well, I emitted the immortal "leave it, it's not worth it."
And it wasn't worth it, and I left it.
He was younger than you. He would have had you.
That's why he was... that's why he didn't... That's why he's crying like a baby.
Oh, he wasn't crying. He was so angry. He was
shut up. Don't do that, because my sister will worry now. Listen, everything is all right. But I'd make up the spare room if I were you, please. That would be very, very handy. Let's try, yes, line 1. Oh, okay, doesn't work. Okay, well, it's weird that it doesn't work. That'll never get fixed. That's as good as it's going to get.
You reckon? What?
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, not working. Yes, line 1. I can hear. Hello?
No.
Let me just try this. Yeah, line 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, knock on the door. Line 2. Shame he didn't challenge me. Should have challenged me.
He's doing it on his own now for no reason.
Rubbish.
Have you got that in you again? Because you're going to have to go head to head.
Do you want to do it?
Toe to toe.
Do you want to do it or not?
Oh, I'm terrible at this. I can't do it.
You sounded pretty good. Come on. Don't wind him up. Don't wind him up. Are you ready to go?
Hang on.
I'm going to blow my nose then. I'm going to stand up.
All right, hang on a second. All right, gather yourself. I'll give you a count of 3. Are you ready?
You ready, buddy?
Yeah,
What's your name? I want to know the name of the man before I beat him.
Ricardo.
Yeah, well made up on the spot. Is that the first name you could come up with?
It was a nice one.
Okay, go.
1.
No, hang on. I've got a bit of a cold. Go.
Gentlemen, assume your positions. 1, 2, 3, go!
And what I'm doing is, when every challenger I take down, I'm not going on. I'm not showing you my full length. I don't want to show people my.
I can see that he's got some still that he's packing. He's holding back.
I don't want to show people my full length because then they might think, "Oh, I could."
They could train up to it.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping my length secret at the moment.
I can see you've got still more to give.
Yeah, well, I haven't done it in a while. So
mate,
and you did a double Pradeep today.
No, shut up, mate. I haven't done it in about 5 years, buddy. The BBC, they ban Pradeep. They ban Pradeep. Yes, line 1. No, it's your phone that seems to be... I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on.
What are you waggling on down there?
Because I've got... I'm deaf in one ear. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Oh. Someone's going to die this weekend. There's a
odds are.
No. Someone famous is going to die this weekend.
Yeah.
Someone connected to the Monkeys. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's the best song in the world. It's the best song in the world. I was singing this to my eldest boy to get him to sleep when I got a text finding out that Davy Jones had died.
Oh, so you killed him?
Well, it's the best song. What can it mean to a daydream believer? Oh, we'll have something out.
That's kind of the only episode of the Monkeys I remember properly.
Was that the one when they were in the desert island or the pirate ship? There was two where they used daydream
pirate
believer.
ship, I think. And I really fancied Davy Jones.
Yeah, cool. So did I. I had a wee next to him once.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Wee next to him.
How did that go?
It was great. Here's the thing. Big hit in the UK. Right. I'm a Believer was a bigger hit. Number 1. They had another song that was a bigger hit in the UK than Daydream Believer. No one remembers it. Bigger hit than Daydream Believer. No one remembers it.
Really?
Yep.
Is it one of the big ones?
It was a bigger hit than Daydream Believer.
Like Pleasant Valley Sunday or Stepping Stone or something?
It was a bigger hit. What do you mean, is it one of the big ones? Well, yeah, of course
like one
it
of the ones people...
Well, no, listen to the question. It was a bigger hit than that. It went higher in the charts, but no one remembers it.
Well, I don't remember it.
Exactly.
What was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, of course I remember it.
Well, then someone remembers it. Don't tell lies.
But no one remembers it. And,
You've forgotten it.
No, I've not forgotten it. I've got a text from my sister. I haven't seen Ivan this shaken up for a long time. We are going out now.
To South Africa.
Randy Scouse Git.
Yeah.
Is the name of the song. Oh, in this country, it was released as alternate title.
Oh,
Bigger
long-haired lover from Liverpool.
No, that's Johnny Osborne.
Johnny Osborne.
Why don't you catch up? I mean, I don't know if I've got the monkeys.
You can't say Randy, Scouse and Git together in a sentence.
Well, he got the title from Washing Till Death Us Do Part.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was a bigger hit. I wonder if I've got it on the... I've got them performing live at Pine Knob, anybody, if that's any use. It was an actual bigger hit than Daydream Believer.
Gosh.
Who'd have thunk it?
Well, not me, I didn't know it.
I've not got... Not having the internet is a real...
you know what you are? You're like one of them millennials.
What does that mean?
You know, the ungrateful youth.
I've not got
They expect to have iPods to hand.
I've not got my
internet.
iPad or anything. Look, this is awful. What's going on with me? No, I'm not having this. I bet that kid stole it.
What, Jake?
I bet he stole my flipping iPad. Not iPad, iPod. I wonder where that is. Ooh, do you want to... Oh, I haven't got any phone calls. No, I'm worried I've lost
Well, everyone's wondering whether you're going to find it.
Well, no... Well, 0844 499 1000.
If you've got his iPod.
I'll tell you what. Oh, well, let me just take this. Hang on. Let's line one. You're on the wireless.
Look on the bright side of life.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's take a break. Yes, line one.
Look on
the bright
side of life.
Okay, I don't like that song. I find it quite irritating. It was good when
it was funny when you first heard it.
Yeah, it was funny in the context of being crucified.
Yeah. Crucifixion.
It's quite funny. I didn't used to like that film. Then I watched it a couple of years ago, and actually I thought, oh yeah, no, it's funny.
I like it.
I prefer Holy Grail.
Yeah, I like the Holy Grail too.
In fact, I might watch Holy Grail.
I'm not so crazy about the meaning of life.
Oh, it's rubbish. That's why. It's rubbish. Some good bits in it. Mr. Creosote is brilliant, and the Every Sperm is Sacred bit is very funny. But it's just not very good. It's just not very good, and that's the problem with it, really. Line one.
Oh, mate, how you going there, Ian? You got it there?
Right, where are we now? Scotland?
Hey, I'm from Aberdeenshire.
Okay, great, yeah, go on.
But, no, I was going to say, can you say Space Gecko?
Can I say Space... Can I say what?
Gecko. Space Gecko.
Space Gecko.
In an American accent.
Gecko?
Yeah, in an American accent.
Spice Gecko.
Can't you do an American accent?
What do you want me to say?
Space Gecko.
Space Gecko.
No, you've got to do it in an American accent.
I'm doing it in an American accent, but I'm doing it.
You silly sausage.
Yes, I'm from America, and I'd like to say Space Gecko.
Oh, that's Australian.
From the Bronx. Space Gecko from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. Space Gecko. Yeah, I'm saying it in American accent.
I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx too, man. My name's Luca Tony, bro. You want to mess with me, bro?
You say Space... Luca Tony, can you say Space Gecko?
Can I say what?
You did? Oh, my God.
I'll put you on speakerphone.
No, don't put me on speakerphone.
Oh, you're back in the room. You're back in the room.
Oh, what happened, man? Luca Tony?
Yo, man.
Can you say Space Gecko?
Space Gecko.
Okay. Line 2, you're on the wireless. I've heard this. recorded.
Yeah, of course it is.
You've got that.
I could hear it clicking.
Line. We should do some. Next, do that phone up again, and we'll do some harmonies over it. Line 1. Sad what happened to Bob McFerrin.
What happened?
We know he's doing all the voices on this. He's doing all of it.
He did the Cosby Show theme, didn't he, as well?
Yeah, but he tried to recreate this on stage, and he blew up.
Gosh.
He tried to do all of it on stage, and his body, because obviously it's done in the studio, different tracks.
Yeah.
He tried to do it all on stage in one go, and he blew up.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? It's more than any man can stand.
Yeah, not blew up, he blew off. That was it, he blew off. Line...
Right there, mate. Hello?
Where are we now? Liverpool?
It's Craig from Liverpool, yeah. How's it going, mate? You okay? Listen, I found biscuits.
What's biscuit before we... what's
I found biscuits in somebody else's house.
What biscuits are they, Craig?
They're like hobnobs.
Hobnobs? Get in there, mate. Have them. Chow down. Thanks. Can we just finish 15 minutes early?
No.
Okay, well, that's disappointing to
I was
know.
just checking with my mind.
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, you were talking about Graham Nash earlier.
Yes, briefly, yeah.
Everyone wants to know, did you or didn't you? Pick up!
Sorry?
Oh, Lisa Stansfield, you've got no reference at all, have you?
Hang on a minute.
You're Iron Mike, you're above everyone.
Hang on.
Hang on a minute.
He's going to eat his words.
I just got to remember where I put it.
Plums.
Was it Plums 1 or Plums 3?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
Hang on.
Did you or didn't you?
Chew on that.
You see how quick I am with those hotkeys?
Did you or didn't you?
See, I don't think this works.
Did you or didn't you?
And I think we all know I didn't.
You look like him, but I don't think so, is he?
Oh, shall I play this? So, you know, I can't remember his name. Leon Gower.
Yes.
I forgot to play this. I was meant to play this on the first show. Leon Gower, right, he's brilliant. He's kind of a bloke that does radio and bits and pieces. He went out and did some Vox Pops for me.
Excellent.
To celebrate the fact that I'd got a job.
Mm-hmm.
And he went round to get people to say nice things about me. And this is what he came up with. Have a listen to this.
You look like him, but I don't think so, is he?
I think I've seen him.
No, I haven't.
What's his name?
Ian Lee.
Ian Lee.
Mr. Ian Lee. I know his face. I wouldn't know his name.
He kind of looks a bit like he's selling car insurance.
Is it that Ian person?
Or running for, like, local MP.
No, never heard of him.
Has he got a little bit of a bung eye on it?
Yeah, smashing guy.
He looks like middle management of kind of a firm in Swansea. Just some kind of joke.
Oh, don't tell me he's like a murderer or something.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew it was Ian Lee. I just looked fatter than normal. Flipping rude.
Thank you, Leon. Line 1, let's make this the last one tonight, Line 1.
Hello there, mate.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much indeed. If anybody else wants to call in straight to air, I'm tidying up the newspapers now as it's nearly time to go. 0844 499 1000, you're more than welcome to... So there are the festivals. And I've been to one festival. We went for... what did we go to a festival for? Oh, yeah, to get really high. No, we went... For,
do you mean like a music festival?
Yeah. For, it was like, it was a stag weekend.
Oh, God.
But it wasn't. It was Conan, so it was nice.
Oh, so it was a tasteful one.
Yeah, it was nice. And we went to this festival, but I would never normally go to a festival.
Did you have to camp?
Yeah,
I couldn't.
I had to camp with my mate Steve. He's not my mate anymore.
Because you're camping with
him. He just disappeared. I don't mean he's not murdered. You know, we know he's alive. He just decided he didn't. The people that were in his life then, he wanted nothing more to do with them.
Well,
and he just went, and not a word.
Did he? No, he didn't declare that.
No. He
just slipped away.
Yeah, and it really pees me off.
I've kind of done that a little bit with some people, but not on purpose.
But we were best mates.
Oh,
me and Colin and Steve were best mates, like best mates. And then it was just when my youngest was born. Cause I don't think he's ever seen my youngest. So over 4.5 years ago, just disappeared. Didn't hear from him. Stopped returning phone calls.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. He just doesn't want to know. It really.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it still really upsets me. But anyway, he was in my tent, but because he had a bad back, He had a massive inflatable mattress that took up 3/4 of the tent, and he slept on that.
Yeah, but those mattresses are rubbish because by the end, I bought one of those for our tent. Your bum's always hitting the floor by the morning anyway.
No, this was like a proper...
Was it a good one?
Yeah, it was a good one. But, so I'm cramped up in a corner...
He didn't let you on it?
Of my own tent.
He didn't let you on his mattress?
I didn't want to be in.
What kind of mate is that?
Well, not...
Could you not have top and tailed?
No, I've topped and tailed with... No. Come on, whack it up, boy. Whack it up. It's only the Monkees inventing country rock here. This is what we got. Oh, man, the whole series is coming out on Blu-ray in a couple of months. New album next month. Literally, honestly, I'm just aroused permanently this year.
Well...
'Cause I love you and I know you love me. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hi, I was just wondering, is James Whale hosting on Monday?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd like that. I was really busy tonight on the phones. Yes, line 1.
It's 10 to 1. It's your Friday show. Guess who?
But no, whoa, stop the clock. You called in yesterday at the 10 to 1 slot.
I know, but I thought I'd be a bit greedy because I had a dream about you last night.
Uh-oh, here we go. Were my teeth falling out? Because that's been happening in a lot of dreams recently.
No, they weren't falling out, but you and I, we had magical powers.
Oh, yeah, go on.
And we were fighting these literal trolls that had faces of people that I know in real life.
Yeah.
But they also had magical powers. They stole my magical powers from me so I couldn't kill them anymore.
Right.
You tried to protect me. You tried your hardest, and I really thank you for that, but I died.
I wouldn't in real life.
No, he'd throw you to them.
In real life, I wouldn't. I would have sided with the trolls, just so you know that.
It's happened to me.
I don't blame you. Don't blame you.
I need to know, though, just for curiosity, what magical powers did I have?
You were able to shoot red laser beams out of your hand, and whilst you did it, you hovered into the air.
Oi, that is some good
Magic
shiz.
fingers.
Yeah, magic fingers.
Magic fingers. Absolutely.
It's been said before, and thank you for that. And I think, no. So this is where we're going to go for the next few weeks. Got it all sorted out. June the 3rd, we're going to Gloucestershire.
Yeah.
The Shin Kicking World Championship. You'd be good at this.
Yeah, I would.
The Cotswolds Olympic Games. The brainchild of local lawyer Robert Dover. Oh, local lawyer. Began in 1612. It's historical.
Okay.
And have continued off and on since then.
It's nasty, though, isn't it? Don't they wear pointy boots?
The legendary shin-kicking competition, which take place in the original games, the rules have evolved. The 21st century shin kicker has to wear long trousers. Has to wear long trousers.
Lawyers sorted it out.
I remember school disco. I was in the lower 6th. I was hanging out with the upper 6th. I was a tough guy. The Irish Rover came on. We all joined in a circle. We had a couple of beers on the way to the school disco, right? So a little bit. Whoa! I'm like, yeah, have some of this. In a circle, arms around each other. Thought, this is great. This is bonding. This is bonding, right? Male bonding.
It got brutal.
We started kicking each other in the shins. Flipping, and they're wearing DMs. Flipping heck. And it really, I mean, honestly, I had tears in my eyes.
Did you stop, though?
No, I did not.
What a man.
I couldn't stop because I was drunk. Line 1. Well, someone's got access to the first Monkees album this evening. This 21st century shin kicker has to wear long trousers and is allowed to cushion his or her shins with straw. A good idea. Contestants have to wear white coats. Those taking part begin by holding their opponent by the shoulders with their arms straight. Then
no good for me, short arms.
It all kicks off. Yeah, you wouldn't stand a chance.
No.
Overseen by the stickler, who decides the fairness of the contest. The aim is to kick your opponent until he or she tumbles over. We can do that. We can do that here. I mean, they're probably covering that on TalkSport too. What other ones have we got here? Blessing the Sea. No, thank you. No, thank you.
The seal sort itself out.
Worm Charming. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I've done that before.
Yeah. Oh, Catherine. Nesmith does a good.
some electric guitaring going on here for people who can't see. That's everyone.
Listen to this solo. Listen to this solo, and then listen to the end. There's that. Yes, perfection. Country. He's inventing country rock there. That's what he's doing. He's inventing a new genre of music.
Gosh.
Man versus horse marathon. Hey, it's the marathon on Sunday. I saw Elizabeth Rizzini today.
Did you?
I bumped into... I didn't recognise her for a second. I thought, who's this woman talking to me?
Oh, you'd know her voice.
Well, that was it, because she's the weather girl we used to work with. Because I never got to see her.
Yeah.
And it was the voice. It was like...
hello, Ian. Like that,
Yeah, it was
she?
like that. She's very nice. She's doing the marathon on Sunday.
Why?
Vitality.
Right, OK, just give him some money.
Right, check.
I'm not going to break into a sweat for anyone.
No, well, you got 2 kids now, you don't need to. But I would never do the marathon.
No, not fun.
I think people that run the marathon, and this is what we should have started the show with.
Perverts.
Well, the perverts, they're also very, very selfish. I think they are, genuinely.
Because they take up the telly and the road.
Well, and also, it's like, yes, I've run the marathon. I ran over £3,500 for leukemia. Right, yeah, okay. Yes, I ran the marathon. Really good time, actually. 4 hours, 12 minutes. But more importantly, I raised over £5,000 for spina bifida. Yeah, brilliant. All right, I'll write you a cheque, yeah? I'm just going to write a cheque to the charity of my choice.
The people who get the props should be the people who wrote the cheques.
Yeah, exactly, the cheque masters. That's who should get it.
Checkingtons.
And they're doing it. The people... And if anybody is running the London Marathon on Sunday and not doing it for a charity... Boom.
Selfish.
No, they're the
good.
They're
Okay,
they're the
good.
good guys. Because they're not making... They're not like... No charities involved. I'm just doing it because I want to run.
I'm going to start a new event called the Sponsored Sleep.
Oh, yeah.
I think you could get involved in this.
Go on, mate.
They sponsor you, all right? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Get in bed.
Yep.
Close your eyes.
Okie dokie.
Sleep.
There we go, fantastic.
I could do that for ages.
And on that bombshell, dear listener... what time's your show on Saturday? Got 2 seconds to tell us.
3, I think.
Is it Sunday?
Sunday.
There we go.
Talk Radio. Talk and entertainment across the nation.
Talk Radio.
Give it some lip.